You might be surprised, chosen one, but your past isn't over, it's actively writing your present. Karmic secrets are subtly influencing everything, from your relationships to your hidden talents, without you even knowing it. This video is exclusively for awakened souls who are ready to face these truths. By understanding and integrating the lessons of past lives, you can finally unlock your full potential and manifest your divine destiny. I stand before you today as a guide, not an expert, to illuminate a hidden dimension of your existence, the profound influence of your past lives. These are not just stories from a distant, forgotten past. They are active blueprints shaping your present reality, molding your relationships, influencing your health, and even sparking inexplicable fears or igniting dormant talents. Think about those moments of déjà vu, that unsettling feeling that you've been somewhere or done something before. Consider those irrational fears that grip you, seemingly without cause. Perhaps you've encountered someone and felt an instant, undeniable connection, a sense of knowing them beyond this lifetime. These are whispers from your past, echoes of experiences that are yearning to be acknowledged and integrated. This isn't just about recalling past lives for curiosity's sake. It's about recognizing the karmic patterns that are playing out in your present life. Unresolved issues, traumas, and unfinished business from past lives often manifest as recurring patterns in your current relationships. Have you noticed that you keep attracting the same type of partner, even when you consciously try to choose differently? Do you find yourself repeating the same mistakes in your career, despite your best efforts to learn from them? Are there chronic health challenges that seem to defy explanation? These could be karmic echoes, reverberations from past lives that are seeking resolution. I'm not here to tell you that you're doomed to repeat the past, but to empower you with the knowledge to break free from these cycles. You see, hidden within these karmic patterns are clues to your soul's mission, keys to unlocking your unique divine purpose. Understanding these patterns allows you to heal deep-seated wounds, forgive yourself and others, and create a future that is aligned with your highest potential. This journey into your past is not for the faint of heart, but it's a journey worth taking. Before we dive deeper, take a moment to connect with this energy. Pause this video, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss other videos like this, and share in the comments below a time when you felt an undeniable connection to a place, person, or time period you've never experienced in this lifetime. This simple act will signal to the universe that you're ready to receive the profound wisdom that's about to be shared. But I must warn you, chosen one, this message isn't for those who are afraid to confront the shadows. Those who are truly committed to their spiritual evolution will resonate with this message. If you are ready to unlock these karmic secrets and discover what you truly are, stay with me. This is no ordinary message. It is a call to reclaim your power, to understand the unseen forces that are shaping your destiny. Today, we embark on a journey to understand how karmic secrets are not burdens, but keys to unlocking your divine purpose, healing deep-seated wounds, and creating a life of joy, fulfillment, and abundance. This video will reveal specific tools and techniques for identifying and resolving these karmic patterns, empowering you to break free from limitations and manifest the reality you were born to experience. Get ready to explore the depths of your soul, confront the shadows of your past, and emerge as the radiant being you were always meant to be. Have you ever felt inexplicably drawn to or repulsed by certain people, places, or things? These aren't random feelings, chosen one. They are karmic echoes, faint whispers from past lives trying to guide you. These echoes are the residual energies and unresolved issues that linger across lifetimes, subtly influencing our present attractions, aversions, and most importantly, our relationship dynamics. They are like a spiritual fingerprint, a unique energetic signature that we carry from life to life, shaping our experiences, our choices, and the very fabric of our reality. Think of these karmic echoes as the faint scent of a forgotten perfume, a melody that tugs at your heartstrings without a clear reason, or a landscape that feels strangely familiar, even though you've never physically been there. These aren't mere coincidences, chosen one. They are echoes of past lives, reverberating through the corridors of time, seeking to be acknowledged and integrated into your present-day awareness. These echoes manifest in many ways, shaping our destinies more than you realize. Consider recurring relationship patterns. Have you ever noticed that you keep attracting the same type of partner despite your conscious efforts to change? Perhaps you find yourself repeatedly drawn to emotionally unavailable people, or you consistently attract partners who mirror unresolved issues from your childhood. These patterns are not accidental, chosen one, they are karmic echoes, reflecting unresolved issues from past lives that are playing out in your present-day relationships. These relationships are mirrors of our souls, showing us what we need to heal within ourselves to break free from these cycles. It's not about blaming your partners. It's about recognizing the pattern and taking responsibility for your role in it. Or what about inexplicable fears or phobias? Do you harbor unexplained anxieties related to specific situations or objects? Are you terrified of water, even though you've never had a traumatic experience involving water? Do you have a crippling fear of heights, despite never falling from a great distance? These irrational fears could be karmic echoes, remnants of traumatic experiences from past lives that are still affecting you on a subconscious level. Perhaps in a past life, you drowned in a shipwreck or fell from a tall building. These traumas leave an energetic imprint on your soul, manifesting as inexplicable fears in your present life. These fears are invitations to heal these past traumas, and then there are strong affinities for certain cultures or historical periods. Do you feel a deep connection to a particular era or region without a clear explanation? Are you inexplicably drawn to ancient Egypt, medieval Europe, or feudal Japan? Do you feel a sense of belonging when you immerse yourself in the culture, history, or art of a specific time period? This could be a karmic echo, a resonance with a past life that you lived in that particular time and place. Perhaps you were a pharaoh in ancient Egypt, a knight in medieval Europe, or a samurai in feudal Japan. These past life experiences leave an indelible mark on your soul, creating a lifelong affinity for the cultures and time periods in which you lived. Let me share a brief example to illustrate this. I once worked with a client, Sarah, who had an intense, inexplicable fear of public speaking. She would break out in a cold sweat, her heart would race, and she would feel like she was going to faint whenever she had to speak in front of a group. Through past life regression, we discovered that in a previous lifetime, Sarah was a revolutionary leader who was publicly executed for her beliefs. The trauma of that experience had carried over into her present life, manifesting as a crippling fear of public speaking. Once Sarah understood the root cause of her fear, she was able to heal the past trauma and overcome her anxiety. Understanding the why behind it all can be enough to make the unexplainable explainable. Now that we've explored what karmic echoes are, let's delve into specific techniques for identifying and understanding them in your own life. Remember, chosen one, these aren't mere memories. They are active forces shaping your present. Meditation is a powerful tool for self-discovery, chosen one. But did you know it can also become a portal, a gateway to unveiling secrets of past lives that are impacting your current experiences and life choices? Imagine being able to access the hidden wisdom within you, the knowledge that your soul has accumulated across countless lifetimes. This isn't some far-fetched fantasy. It's a real possibility, accessible to anyone who is willing to quiet their mind and open their heart. I want to introduce you to a specific technique I call the past life reflection guided meditation. This technique is designed to help you connect with your past lives, understand the karmic patterns that are playing out in your present life, and unlock your divine purpose. The first step is creating a calm and receptive state of mind. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Allow your body to relax, releasing any tension or stress. With each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into a state of peace and tranquility. Now, imagine yourself in a peaceful setting. It could be a beach, a forest, a mountaintop, or any other place that feels safe and serene. Visualize the details of this setting, the colors, the sounds, the smells. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, the gentle breeze in your hair, the soft earth beneath your feet. Once you have created a vivid image of this peaceful setting, focus on a specific question or challenge that you are facing in your present life. Frame it as a problem-solving tool. What is the root cause of this challenge? What lessons are you meant to learn from it? What steps can you take to overcome it? Allow images, feelings, and sensations to arise without judgment. Trust your intuition, chosen one, and allow your soul to guide you. You might see vivid images of past lives, hear voices from the past, or feel strong emotions related to past experiences. Don't try to control the experience. Simply observe what arises and allow it to unfold naturally. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to experience this meditation. The key is to trust your intuition and be open to whatever insights your soul wants to share with you. For example, you might have a vivid image of an ancient Egyptian marketplace filled with exotic sights, sounds, and smells. You might see yourself as a merchant, trading spices and textiles. You might feel a sense of excitement and adventure, but also a sense of loneliness and isolation. This image could be a clue to a past life in which you were a successful but lonely merchant in ancient Egypt. It could also be a reflection of your current life, in which you are successful in your career but feel isolated and disconnected from others. Remember to let the sensations overtake your analytical mind. I recall working with a woman named Maria who was struggling with a deep-seated feeling of unworthiness. She couldn't shake the feeling that she wasn't good enough, no matter what she accomplished. During a past life reflection meditation, Maria experienced a vivid memory of being a peasant girl in medieval Europe. She was constantly criticized and belittled by her family and community, and she was made to feel like she was worthless. Through this experience, Maria understood the root cause of her feelings of unworthiness. She was able to forgive those who had mistreated her in the past, and she began to cultivate a stronger sense of self-worth in her present life. Meditation is a powerful tool, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. Now, let's explore another technique that can help you decode your karmic blueprint. You may be surprised at how effective this next strategy can be. Your birth chart is more than just a map of the stars, chosen one. It's a blueprint of your soul's journey across lifetimes. Within its intricate patterns lies a wealth of information about your past life experiences, your karmic debts, and your divine purpose. By learning to interpret your birth chart through the lens of karmic astrology, you can unlock profound insights into your soul's evolution. Karmic astrology is a specialized branch of astrology that focuses on uncovering past life influences in your birth chart. It examines specific planetary placements and aspects to reveal karmic patterns, unresolved issues, and hidden talents that you have carried over from previous lifetimes. It's not about predicting the future, but about understanding the past and how it's shaping your present. One of the key indicators of past life patterns in your birth chart is the South Node. The South Node represents your comfort zone, your natural tendencies, and the skills and abilities that you have mastered in past lives. It's the energy that you are most familiar with, but it can also be a source of stagnation if you rely on it too heavily. The sign and house placement of your South Node reveal the themes and areas of life that you have focused on in previous lifetimes. For example, a South Node in Scorpio suggests a past life focused on power, control, and intense emotions. You may have been a powerful leader, a wealthy merchant, or a skilled warrior. However, you may also have struggled with issues of jealousy, possessiveness, and manipulation. In this lifetime, you are being called to move beyond these patterns and embrace the qualities of your North Node, which represents your soul's growth edge and your divine purpose. Saturn is another important planet in karmic astrology. Saturn represents karmic debts, lessons, and responsibilities that you have carried over from past lives. Its placement in your birth chart reveals the areas of life where you may experience challenges, limitations, or delays. These challenges are not punishments, chosen one. They are opportunities for growth and healing. Saturn in the 12th house, for example, indicates a need to confront hidden fears and unresolved issues from the past. You may have suppressed your emotions, avoided responsibility, or engaged in self-destructive behaviors in previous lifetimes. In this lifetime, you are being called to face your shadows, heal your wounds, and embrace your full potential. And let's not forget Chiron, the wounded healer. Chiron represents past life wounds that need healing, as well as the unique gifts and talents that you have developed as a result of these wounds. Its placement in your birth chart reveals the areas of life where you may experience pain, suffering, or a sense of inadequacy. However, it also reveals your capacity to heal yourself and others. Chiron in Pisces, for example, may point to a past life of sacrifice, suffering, or artistic expression. You may have been a martyr, a healer, or an artist who dedicated their life to serving others. In this lifetime, you are being called to embrace your compassion, heal your wounds, and use your gifts to inspire and uplift others. Here, a graphic element could be used, showing a sample birth chart with these placements highlighted. Astrology can provide valuable insights into your karmic blueprint, but it's essential to remember that you are not defined by your past. You have the power to change your destiny, chosen one. It's not about what happened to you in past lives. It's about what you do with it in this lifetime. Now, chosen one, you must realize that exploring your past lives can be exciting, but it can also bring up painful emotions and unresolved traumas. It is critical to remember that you are not alone in this. It is something many chosen ones must experience. Have you been noticing repeating numbers lately? 111, 222, 333. The universe may be trying to send you a message about your past lives and destiny. These aren't random coincidences, chosen one. They are karmic numbers, synchronicities acting as signposts, each indicating important lessons, opportunities, or challenges related to your past life karma. Think of them as breadcrumbs on your spiritual path, guiding you towards a deeper understanding of your soul's journey. These numbers are not random occurrences, but rather coded messages from the universe, alerting us to key moments in our karmic journey. The divine speaks in whispers, and these numbers are one way that your guides draw your attention. They are gentle nudges, urging you to pay attention to the synchronicities and signs that surround you. The universe is constantly communicating with you, chosen one, but are you listening? Are you attuned to the subtle frequencies of divine guidance? Remember, you are never alone on this journey. You are surrounded by a team of spiritual allies, ready and willing to assist you, if only you ask for their help. It is important to clarify that while certain numbers have general meanings, their significance is ultimately personal and depends on your unique experiences and intuition. A specific number might have one meaning for you and another for someone else. This is because your karmic journey is unique to you, and the universe will communicate with you in a way that resonates with your individual soul. It is up to you to decipher the message and understand its relevance to your life. Trust your intuition, chosen one, and allow your inner wisdom to guide you. This is how you make the universal personal. Pay close attention to the context in which these numbers appear. What were you thinking about when you saw the number? What emotions were you feeling? What was happening in your life at that moment? These details can provide valuable clues about the meaning of the number and its significance to your karmic journey. The universe is not just sending you random numbers, chosen one. It is sending you personalized messages tailored to your specific needs and circumstances. It's like a divine GPS, recalibrating your path with every turn. Let's explore some common karmic numbers and their potential meanings. 111 or 11. 11 often indicates a gateway to new beginnings, a sign that your thoughts are manifesting quickly. It's a cosmic green light, signaling that you are on the right path and that your dreams are within reach. Pay attention to your thoughts and intentions when you see this number, chosen one, as they are about to become your reality. 222 signifies balance, harmony, and alignment, encouraging you to stay the course and trust the process. It's a reminder that everything is unfolding perfectly in divine timing, even if you can't see it yet. Have faith, chosen one, and know that you are being supported every step of the way. 333 represents guidance and support from ascended masters or spiritual guides, a reminder that you are not alone. It's a call to connect with your spiritual team and ask for their assistance. They are always there for you, chosen one, waiting for you to reach out. And 444 symbolizes stability, security, and a strong foundation, assuring you that you are on the right path. It's a sign that your angels are with you, protecting you and guiding you towards your divine purpose. Let me give you a brief case study. I once worked with a client named Sarah who kept seeing the number 222 while contemplating a career change. She was torn between staying in her comfortable but unfulfilling job and pursuing her passion for art. The number 222 kept appearing everywhere she looked, on clocks, license plates, receipts. It was an undeniable sign from the universe, urging her to trust her intuition and pursue her dreams. Sarah finally took the leap and quit her job to become a full-time artist. She has since found immense joy and fulfillment in her work, and she is now living her divine purpose. The universe spoke, and she listened. Recognizing karmic numbers is the first step. But how do you actively rewrite your karmic narrative? That's what we'll explore next. What if you could actively influence your destiny by making different choices in the present? You can, by rewriting your karmic narrative. This isn't about erasing the past, chosen one. It's about reclaiming your power and creating a brighter future. It's about becoming the author of your own story rather than a victim of circumstance. Remember, you are not defined by your past lives, you are empowered by them. The karmic narrative is the ongoing story of our soul's journey, and we have the power to edit and rewrite it through conscious choices and actions. Every decision you make, every thought you think, every word you speak, contributes to the karmic narrative. You are constantly writing and rewriting your story, chosen one, whether you realize it or not. The question is, are you writing it consciously or unconsciously? Are you creating a story of love, joy, and abundance, or are you perpetuating patterns of fear, lack, and limitation? The past does not define us, and we can break free from negative patterns by changing our beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. Your past lives may have shaped your present circumstances, but they do not dictate your future. You have the power to choose a different path, to create a different reality, to manifest a different destiny. It all starts with a conscious decision to change. It starts with a simple act of faith. The power to rewrite your karmic narrative lies within you, chosen one. Self-awareness, accountability, and a willingness to take responsibility for our choices are critical to this process. You must be willing to examine your beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors honestly and objectively. You must be willing to acknowledge your mistakes and take responsibility for your actions, and you must be willing to forgive yourself and others for any past transgressions. This is not always easy, chosen one, but it is essential for your spiritual growth. Remember, forgiveness is not about condoning bad behavior. It's about releasing yourself from the burden of resentment and anger. Let's explore some specific strategies for rewriting your karmic narrative. The first step is identifying and challenging limiting beliefs. Recognize negative thought patterns and replace them with empowering affirmations. What negative thoughts are you constantly telling yourself? I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy of love. I'll never be successful. These are just lies, chosen one. They are not the truth about who you are. Replace these limiting beliefs with empowering affirmations. I am worthy of love. I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. I am a powerful creator. Speak these affirmations with conviction, chosen one, and watch your reality transform. The next step is breaking negative patterns. Become aware of recurring behaviors and consciously choose different actions. Are you constantly attracting the same type of toxic relationship? Are you sabotaging your success with self-destructive habits? Recognize these patterns and consciously choose different actions. Set healthy boundaries, practice self-care, and surround yourself with positive influences. You have the power to break free from these patterns, chosen one. You just have to make the conscious decision to do so. Finally, create new, positive experiences. Engage in activities that bring you joy, fulfillment, and connection. What makes your heart sing, chosen one? What activities make you feel alive and inspired? Do more of those things. Spend time in nature, connect with loved ones, pursue your passions, and serve others. These positive experiences will create new neural pathways in your brain, helping you to break free from negative patterns and create a more joyful and fulfilling life. Let me share a story of someone who consciously rewrote their karmic narrative. I worked with a man named David who struggled with relationship issues. He realized he was repeating a pattern from a past life where he was betrayed. Through therapy, meditation, and self-reflection, David was able to forgive himself and others, set healthy boundaries, and cultivate self-love. He was then able to attract a loving and supportive partner. David took control of his life. Take a moment, chosen one, and write down 3 limiting beliefs you want to release. Identify 1 negative pattern you want to break. Commit to 1 act of self-care this week. These small steps can have a profound impact on your life. The journey of karmic understanding is ongoing. Every choice you make has the power to shape your destiny, aligning you with your divine purpose. But what if your past lives are not just influencing your personal destiny, but also the collective destiny of humanity? We'll explore this question next. Why do some relationships feel instantly familiar, while others are fraught with conflict from the start? The answer lies in your karmic imprints. These aren't echoes of the past, chosen one. They're active programs running in your present relationships, influencing your perceptions, expectations, and behaviors. Karmic imprints are deep-seated energetic patterns carried over from past life relationships, shaping our present-day connections in ways you might not even realize. These imprints aren't just vague feelings or fleeting memories. They're like intricate blueprints etched into your soul, dictating how you relate to others on a fundamental level. They operate beneath the surface of your conscious awareness, influencing your choices, reactions, and the overall trajectory of your relationships. Understanding these imprints is like gaining access to a hidden code that unlocks the mysteries of your relational patterns. It allows you to see beyond the surface and recognize the underlying karmic forces at play, offering you the opportunity to heal old wounds and create healthier, more fulfilling connections in the present. Remember, chosen one, you are not merely repeating the past, you are actively shaping your future with every interaction. But to shape it consciously, you must understand the forces that are shaping you. There are positive karmic imprints. Think of soulmate connections or those moments of instant trust you sometimes feel with someone. Then there are negative karmic imprints, which can manifest as recurring conflicts or patterns of betrayal. Positive imprints are like gifts from your past, rewards for lessons learned and harmonious connections forged in previous lifetimes. These relationships tend to be characterized by ease, understanding, and a natural flow of energy. Negative imprints, on the other hand, are unresolved issues or karmic debts that need to be addressed and healed. They often manifest as challenging relationships marked by conflict, betrayal, or codependency. Recognizing these imprints, both positive and negative, is essential for navigating your relationships with greater awareness and compassion. You might have the chance to experience a relationship like this soon. Understanding the difference is very important, but there's something even more important to keep in mind. For example, you may find yourself in a savior-victim imprint, where you consistently rescue your partner, leading to codependency and resentment. You're likely attracting that kind of relationship as a chance to balance the equation of victimhood and over-helpfulness, something you probably already did in a past life. Or you might find that you have unfinished business with someone where lingering issues from a past life relationship resurface in the present, creating conflict and confusion. Perhaps, though, you will experience a soulmate contract imprint, an instant, undeniable connection with someone who feels like home, suggesting a pre-arranged agreement to support each other's growth. This is usually a sign you will be working closely together to further your destiny on Earth. Let me give you an example. I once knew a woman named Anya who found herself repeatedly drawn to emotionally unavailable men. Each relationship followed the same pattern: initial infatuation, followed by disappointment and heartache as her partners proved incapable of meeting her emotional needs. Through past life regression, Anya discovered that she had been a fiercely independent warrior in a past life, who had suppressed her emotions to survive in a brutal world. Her karmic imprint was one of emotional detachment, which manifested in her present-day relationships as a subconscious desire to recreate the familiar dynamic of emotional unavailability. By understanding this imprint, Anya was able to consciously challenge her pattern and attract a partner who was capable of genuine intimacy and emotional connection. So, how do you decipher what kind of karmic weather report is influencing your relationships? This is what we will explore next. Think of your relationships as having their own unique weather patterns influenced by your karmic imprints. Can we predict storms or sunshine in love? Yes, chosen one, if you know what to look for. The karmic weather report is a tool for understanding the likely trajectory of a relationship based on the dominant karmic imprints. Just as meteorologists use data to predict weather patterns, we can use self-awareness and intuition to identify the energetic patterns in our relationships. It's about becoming a conscious observer of your relational dynamics, recognizing the subtle cues and patterns that reveal the underlying karmic forces at play. This is not about predicting the future with certainty, but rather about gaining a deeper understanding of the potential challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. When creating a karmic weather report, consider these key factors. What was the initial attraction like? Was it instant and magnetic, or gradual and hesitant? Are there recurring conflicts? What are the common themes and triggers? Also consider the emotional intensity. Are emotions heightened and volatile, or calm and balanced? What are the power dynamics at play? Is there a clear imbalance of power or a sense of equality? A stormy weather report is dominated by negative karmic imprints, characterized by frequent conflicts, emotional volatility, and a sense of unease. It is like being trapped in a perpetual cycle of drama and discord, where every interaction seems to trigger a storm of emotions. A partly cloudy report is a mix of positive and negative karmic imprints, with periods of harmony and periods of conflict, requiring conscious effort to navigate. These relationships are like navigating a winding road, where moments of sunshine and beauty are interspersed with patches of fog and uncertainty. Sunny skies, on the other hand, are dominated by positive karmic imprints, characterized by ease, trust, and a sense of deep connection, suggesting a strong soulmate bond. These relationships are like basking in the warmth of the sun, where every interaction feels effortless and fulfilling. Let me illustrate with a mini case study. I worked with a man named Ben who recognized his relationship was stormy weather. It was a constant barrage of arguments, misunderstandings, and emotional outbursts. Over time, they sought individual therapy. Ben learned to be accountable for his actions, and as they healed and learned new ways to communicate, the weather began to stabilize. This storm began to stabilize into a few scattered showers. As they kept putting in the work, the weather would be sunny for longer periods of time. Now, let's move into the next step. How do we actually identify our past life relationships and the effect they are having on our lives today? Chosen ones, it's time to take a deep dive into your karmic history. Let's do a karmic audit and unearth the secrets that are holding you back from your divine purpose. This isn't just about curiosity, it's about liberation. A karmic audit is a structured process for investigating past life influences and identifying unresolved issues. It's like conducting an inventory of your soul's experiences, examining the patterns, relationships, and events that have shaped your present-day reality. This process requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to confront potentially painful memories. But the rewards are immense: greater self-awareness, deeper understanding of your purpose, and the ability to heal old wounds and create a more fulfilling future. The karmic audit is not about dwelling on the past, but about learning from it and using it as a catalyst for growth and transformation. There are 4 steps in this process. First, intention setting is about clearly defining your goals for the audit. For example, are you seeking to understand recurring patterns? Are you trying to heal specific relationships? Second, data gathering involves using various techniques to access past life memories, such as meditation, dream analysis, or journaling. Third, pattern identification requires you to analyze the data to identify recurring themes, emotions, and relationship dynamics. Fourth, integration and healing means developing a plan for integrating the lessons learned and healing any unresolved wounds. It is vital to approach this with self-compassion, objectivity, and a willingness to forgive. For instance, when meditating, try prompts like, imagine yourself meeting a significant person from a past life. What do they look like? What do they say? When journaling about your dreams, ask yourself, what recurring symbols or characters appear in my dreams? What emotions do they evoke? You should practice affirmations for self-forgiveness like, I forgive myself for any mistakes I made in the past. I release all guilt and shame. Remember, chosen one, these aren't just exercises, they're keys to unlocking your soul's wisdom. Let me tell you about my client, Mark. He had been seeing a woman that he had a deep, instant connection with, but the relationship was tumultuous and seemed like they were fighting more than they were getting along. During the data gathering phase of the audit, he discovered that this woman was also in his life as a close ally during the Civil War. This gave him some insight into how to deal with this connection. Now that we've explored the process, let's turn our attention to something very important. What if you're facing an attacker from a past life? Could someone in your life be a karmic attacker, a soul with whom you have unresolved conflict from a past life, actively sabotaging your present happiness? This might sound like something out of a movie, but it could be the very real cause of your current struggles. A karmic attacker is a soul with whom you have a history of conflict, betrayal, or harm, leading to a negative energetic connection that persists across lifetimes. Think of it like a spiritual grudge that has followed you from one life to the next, manifesting as recurring challenges and obstacles in your present existence. These attackers aren't necessarily evil in the traditional sense. They are often trapped in their own karmic patterns, unconsciously replaying past dramas and projecting their unresolved issues onto you. It's like two magnets with opposite polarities, constantly drawn to each other despite the friction and discomfort they create. Now, it is essential to realize these relationships, as challenging and painful as they can be, are actually opportunities for profound healing and growth. They are invitations to break free from the cycle of conflict, to learn valuable lessons about forgiveness, compassion, and self-mastery. When you recognize a karmic attacker in your life, you're not meant to succumb to fear or resentment, but rather to step into your power and transform the dynamic into one of healing and understanding. What if I told you that these karmic attackers are actually catalysts, pushing you to evolve and fulfill your divine purpose? But how exactly do karmic attackers show up in your life? I'll give you a few examples to help illuminate this concept. Imagine a controlling boss who constantly undermines your efforts, micromanaging your work and belittling your ideas. This could be mirroring a past life dynamic where they held power over you, perhaps as a tyrannical ruler or a slave owner, and you were subjected to their oppressive control. Their behavior in this lifetime is a continuation of that unresolved power struggle, an attempt to maintain the same dominant position they held in the past. Or consider a jealous friend who sabotages your relationships, spreading rumors and creating drama to undermine your happiness. This could reflect a past life rivalry where you were both competing for the same resources, whether it was love, wealth, or recognition. Their jealousy is a lingering echo of that past competition, a subconscious attempt to eliminate you as a threat and reclaim the prize they believe you stole from them. And what about a family member who constantly criticizes and belittles you, never acknowledging your accomplishments or offering genuine support? This could be echoing a past life relationship where they were your oppressor, perhaps as a cruel parent or a tormenting sibling, and you were subjected to their constant abuse and degradation. Their criticism is a continuation of that past dynamic, a way to maintain their position of superiority and keep you feeling small and powerless. Let me give you another, more fleshed-out example. Imagine a chosen one has a new coworker that starts off really nice, but quickly begins to take credit for their work, subtly sabotaging their projects and creating a hostile work environment. This chosen one might start to feel inexplicably drained and anxious around this coworker, experiencing recurring nightmares or flashbacks to a time of intense persecution. Turns out, through a past life regression, the chosen one discovers that this coworker was a nemesis in their past life, a treacherous rival who had them falsely accused and ultimately killed. Recognizing this karmic connection allows the chosen one to understand the root of their anxiety and take steps to protect themselves from the coworker's negative energy, setting boundaries, and refusing to engage in their manipulative tactics. Recognizing a karmic attacker is the first step, chosen one. But how do you protect yourself from their negative energy and break free from the cycle of conflict? This is where your true power lies. You are not powerless against a karmic attacker. You can shield your light and protect yourself from their negative energy. Remember, you are a divine being with the power to create your own reality, to set boundaries, and to transmute negative energy into positive energy. You don't have to be a victim of your past. You can be the architect of your future. What if I told you that by mastering these spiritual protection techniques, you could not only shield yourself from harm, but also help to heal your karmic attacker, ultimately transforming the relationship into one of compassion and understanding? Let's delve into some practical spiritual protection techniques for deflecting negative energy and breaking free from karmic entanglements, techniques that will help you reclaim your power and create a life of peace, joy, and abundance. First, visualization is an extremely potent tool. Imagine yourself surrounded by a protective shield of light, shimmering and impenetrable, deflecting any negative energy directed towards you. This shield can be any color that resonates with you: white for purity, gold for strength, or violet for transmutation. Visualize this shield as a tangible barrier, deflecting negativity like rain off an umbrella. It's not just about seeing the shield in your mind's eye, it's about feeling the sense of safety, security, and divine protection that it provides. Next is cord cutting. This involves visualizing severing the energetic cords that connect you to the attacker, releasing you from their influence. These cords are like invisible threads that bind you to the attacker, allowing them to drain your energy and manipulate your emotions. Visualize yourself holding a sword of light, cutting these cords with a swift and decisive motion. Be clear about your intention to release the connection with love and compassion, rather than anger or resentment. This is not about severing the connection out of hatred, but about freeing yourself from a toxic entanglement that is hindering your growth. Then we have smudging. Use sage or other sacred herbs to cleanse your aura and create a protective barrier around your home. The smoke from these herbs acts as a purifier, clearing away negative energy and restoring balance to your environment. Light the sage, allow it to smolder, and then waft the smoke around your body, visualizing it clearing away any darkness or negativity. Open windows to allow the negative energy to escape, creating a fresh and vibrant space. Finally, and most importantly, is prayer and affirmations. Recite prayers or affirmations that reinforce your strength, resilience, and divine protection. These words are like seeds planted in your subconscious mind, blossoming into a powerful force for good in your life. Choose words that resonate with your heart and soul, such as, "I am protected by divine light," "I am strong and resilient," or "I am free from all negative energy." Repeat these prayers and affirmations daily, infusing them with emotion and conviction, and watch as your reality begins to transform. Let me give you an example. I knew a chosen one, let's call her Emily, who was dealing with a particularly challenging karmic attacker at work. This person was constantly criticizing her work, spreading rumors behind her back and generally creating a toxic environment. Emily felt drained and demoralized, questioning her abilities and losing her passion for her job. Then, Emily began practicing visualization, imagining herself surrounded by a golden shield of light, deflecting the coworkers' negativity. She also visualized cutting cords with the coworker, releasing herself from their toxic influence. Over time, she noticed the coworker's attitude changing, becoming less critical and more respectful. The coworker even started seeking Emily's advice and collaborating with her on projects. It was as if the energetic shift had transformed their relationship, turning a hostile dynamic into a harmonious partnership. Spiritual protection is essential, but sometimes the most powerful response is forgiveness. It can truly disarm a karmic relationship. This is how you can break the cycle once and for all. Forgiving a karmic attacker may seem impossible, but it's the key to breaking free from the cycle of revenge and resentment. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior, but about releasing yourself from the emotional burden of anger, resentment, and bitterness. It's about choosing to let go of the past and embrace a future of peace, joy, and freedom. What if I told you that by forgiving your karmic attacker, you could actually heal them as well, releasing them from their own karmic patterns and setting them on a path of greater self-awareness and compassion? Forgiveness is a process, not an event, and it may take time and effort to fully release the pain. It requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to confront your own emotions and beliefs. But the rewards are immense: greater inner peace, deeper self-love, and the ability to create healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Let's explore some practical tools for cultivating forgiveness, tools that will help you transform your pain into power and your resentment into compassion. First, cultivate empathy. Try to understand the attacker's perspective and recognize that they may be acting out of their own pain and unresolved issues. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it allows you to see them as a fellow human being struggling with their own demons. Try to imagine what it must be like to walk in their shoes, to experience their fears, insecurities, and wounds. By seeing them as a flawed and vulnerable human being, you can begin to soften your heart and open yourself to the possibility of forgiveness. Next, offer compassion, show kindness and understanding to yourself and to the attacker, recognizing that everyone is doing the best they can with what they have. Compassion is not about condoning harmful behavior, but about acknowledging the inherent worth and dignity of every human being. It's about recognizing that everyone is deserving of love, forgiveness, and understanding, regardless of their past actions. Offer yourself compassion for the pain you have experienced, and offer the attacker compassion for the pain they are carrying. Finally, practice acceptance. Acknowledge that the past cannot be changed, but you can choose how you respond to it in the present. Acceptance is not about condoning or approving of what happened, but about acknowledging the reality of the situation and choosing to move forward with grace and resilience. It's about recognizing that the past is a part of your story, but it doesn't have to define your future. Accept what happened, learn from it, and then release it with love and gratitude. I'm reminded of a story of someone who was betrayed by a close friend in a past life. In their present life, they realized that they were both acting out of fear and insecurity, driven by their own unresolved wounds and limiting beliefs. By forgiving their friend, they were able to release the pain and move forward with greater compassion and understanding, creating a healthier and more fulfilling relationship. They weren't enabling them, but they were able to let go of what happened and treat this friend like any other person. So, forgiveness can break cycles and help with these attackers. But what if you could actually change roles with your karmic attacker? Let's dive into that next. What if the person who hurt you in a past life is now in a position where you are meant to support and guide them? This might sound crazy, but it's actually a very common occurrence in the realm of karmic relationships. A karmic role reversal is a situation where the power dynamic shifts between two souls across lifetimes, offering an opportunity for healing and growth. This shift is not about revenge or retribution, but about understanding the lessons that each soul needs to learn, about balancing the scales of karma, and about creating a more harmonious and equitable relationship. What if I told you that these role reversals are actually divinely orchestrated opportunities to break free from the cycle of karma and create a future of greater love, compassion, and understanding? These can be the most difficult situations, as your human nature and ego will want to exact revenge on those who hurt you. But as a chosen one, you must remember the lesson and help them on their journey. If you allow the ego to take over, you will both be doomed to repeat the karmic cycle again. Let's examine how karmic role reversals might manifest. Consider a parent who was abusive in a past life, who now may be dependent on their child for care and support in this lifetime. This reversal offers the child the opportunity to heal from the trauma of abuse, to set healthy boundaries, and to learn the power of forgiveness. It also offers the parent the opportunity to experience the vulnerability and dependence they inflicted on their child in the past, to learn the importance of compassion and empathy. Or think about a boss who exploited their employees in a past life, who may now be working under someone who values and empowers them. This reversal offers the employees the opportunity to reclaim their power, to assert their rights, and to create a more equitable and fulfilling work environment. It also offers the boss the opportunity to experience the exploitation they inflicted on their employees in the past, to learn the importance of ethical leadership and respect for others. Let me share a scenario that I know of. A character named Sarah finds out through a series of dreams and synchronicities that her mother, who is now suffering from Alzheimer's disease, was her killer in a past life. In that lifetime, Sarah was a revolutionary fighting for justice, and her mother, blinded by fear and loyalty to the oppressive regime, betrayed her and had her executed. Now in this lifetime, Sarah finds herself in the position of caring for her mother, who is completely dependent on her for everything. This is undoubtedly one of the hardest but greatest tests that the universe will give. Sarah is torn between feelings of resentment and anger towards her mother for what she did in the past, and feelings of compassion and love for the helpless woman she is now. These karmic attackers and role reversals can make your head spin, chosen one. So what do we do with all of this? What are some action steps you can take right now to break free from these karmic patterns and create a future of greater peace, joy, and fulfillment? What if the traits you despise most in your karmic attacker are actually reflections of your own unresolved issues? This might sting a little, chosen one, but it's a truth that can set you free. This is the karmic mirror effect, a powerful phenomenon where our attackers inadvertently hold up a mirror to our own shadow selves, highlighting the aspects of ourselves that we have disowned or repressed. Think of it as the universe's way of saying, hey, there's something here you need to deal with. This mirroring isn't a coincidence. It's a divinely orchestrated setup, a cosmic nudge designed to force us to confront our own darkness and integrate our fragmented selves. This is where true transformation begins. This is the key to breaking free from the endless cycle of blame and victimhood. When you are constantly blaming others, you give away your own power. Recognizing the karmic mirror effect is like discovering a hidden code in your life. It's not always easy to decipher, as it requires brutal honesty and a willingness to look inward. But once you crack the code, you gain access to a treasure trove of self-awareness and personal growth. Stop looking outside for answers and look within. Let's look at some practical examples of how the karmic mirror effect might manifest in your life, so you can start identifying these reflections. If you find yourself constantly criticizing others, pointing out their flaws and shortcomings, ask yourself, what insecurities am I projecting onto them? What am I truly afraid of being judged for? The truth is, we often criticize in others what we secretly fear within ourselves. We project these insecurities onto others to shield ourselves. Similarly, if you are consistently attracting controlling partners, those who try to dominate and manipulate you, it's time to examine your own fear of losing control. What aspects of your life do you feel powerless over? Or have you given away your own authority? The universe is showing you your need for control in a roundabout way. What about betrayal? If betrayal is a recurring theme in your life, if you constantly find yourself being deceived and let down by others, could it be that you have a tendency to betray yourself? Perhaps you're betraying your own values, your own dreams, or your own needs. The world is just showing you what you do to yourself. Let me give you an example. I knew a chosen one who had constant arguments with a family member about money. Every holiday, every family gathering, it was the same old fight, accusations, resentments, and a whole lot of unresolved anger. This chosen one always blamed their family member for being greedy and irresponsible, unable to manage their finances. However, as they delved deeper into their own emotional landscape, they realized that they had unresolved feelings about their own financial stability, rooted in the fact that they did not get a promotion at work that they felt they deserved. They felt inadequate about their finances. Once they faced this truth, they were able to approach the situation with more compassion and understanding, recognizing that the arguments were not just about money, but about deeper insecurities and unmet needs. Recognizing yourself in your attacker can be a painful process, there is no doubt about it, but it's essential for breaking free from the cycle of karmic entanglement. What if, however, your greatest gift is tied to this attacker? What if your karmic attacker may be the key to unlocking your greatest potential and fulfilling your divine purpose? This might sound like a paradox, but bear with me, chosen one, because this is where things get really interesting. This is the concept of the karmic catalyst, where our attackers, often unwittingly, push us to our limits, forcing us to develop strengths and skills that we didn't even know we possessed. They are the unwanted personal trainers of our spiritual journey. These challenges are not random acts of cruelty. They are divinely orchestrated opportunities for growth and transformation. It's like God is saying, I see your potential, and I'm going to throw you into the fire so you can shine even brighter. It is up to you to take these challenges and come out stronger. By embracing these challenges, by refusing to succumb to victimhood, we can emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient. We can tap into our hidden reserves of courage, creativity, and compassion. Our karmic attacker has no idea that they are doing this for us. Consider this. A critical boss can push you to develop greater self-confidence and assertiveness. A jealous friend can inspire you to cultivate greater self-love and independence. A betraying partner can force you to set healthier boundaries and prioritize your own needs. These difficult people are not roadblocks on your path. They are stepping stones to your destiny. It's all about perspective, chosen one. It's all about how you choose to respond to the challenges that life throws your way. Think about Joseph. He was betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and falsely accused of a crime. He could have easily succumbed to bitterness and despair, but instead, he used his experiences to develop his leadership skills, his wisdom, and his connection to the divine. Ultimately, it was his trials that led him to become second in command of Egypt, saving his family and his nation from famine. Joseph's karmic attackers paved the way for him to fulfill his divine purpose. His brothers thought they were getting rid of him, when in reality, they were helping him ascend. Understanding that the divine can turn darkness into opportunity is a powerful revelation. What happens, though, when we begin to see this play out over multiple lifetimes? Have you ever wondered if the patterns you're experiencing now have roots that extend far beyond this lifetime? This is where we dive into the intricate web of karma that spans across multiple incarnations. This is the multi-life karmic web, a complex tapestry woven from the threads of our past experiences, relationships, and unresolved issues from countless lifetimes. It's like a giant cosmic spreadsheet, tracking all our actions, intentions, and karmic debts across time. Understanding this web can provide a deeper understanding of our current challenges and opportunities, shedding light on why certain patterns keep repeating and what lessons we are here to learn. It allows us to see the bigger picture, to understand that our lives are not isolated events, but rather interconnected chapters in a much larger story. Tracing these patterns requires patience, intuition, and a willingness to explore the complexities of your soul's journey. It's like becoming a karmic detective, piecing together clues from the past to solve the mysteries of the present. It might take a while, but I promise you, it's worth it. So, how do we begin to trace these patterns across lifetimes? Start with journaling. Explore recurring themes, emotions, and relationship dynamics in your life. What keeps showing up again and again? What are the patterns that seem to follow you no matter where you go or what you do? Write everything down without judgment or censorship. Let your thoughts flow freely onto the page. Also, pay attention to recurring symbols, characters, and settings in your dreams. Dreams are often a window into our subconscious mind, offering glimpses of past life memories and unresolved traumas. What do you see? How do you feel? What is the message that your dreams are trying to convey? Another extremely effective method is past life regression. Explore past life memories through guided meditation or hypnosis. This can be a powerful tool for unlocking hidden knowledge and healing deep-seated wounds. Let me give you an example of a case. A chosen one kept dreaming of a burning building. The dreams were vivid and terrifying, filled with smoke, flames, and a sense of overwhelming guilt. Through past life regression, they discovered that they had indeed died in a fire in another lifetime. They found out that the building that they kept dreaming about was their building, and they were responsible for taking care of it and making sure that everyone was safe. This revelation helped them understand that they must be more responsible and caring for others. Tracing these patterns across lifetimes can be challenging, but it can also reveal hidden strengths and talents that can empower you to fulfill your divine purpose. What we'll be discussing next is how to channel that power. What if your current struggles are the result of a karmic bargain, a secret agreement made in a past life to experience certain challenges for the sake of spiritual growth? It sounds a bit wild, I know, but chosen one, consider that your soul might have volunteered for this. The karmic bargain is a soul-level agreement made before birth to experience specific hardships, learn particular lessons, or fulfill a certain mission in your current lifetime. Think of it as a cosmic curriculum designed to accelerate your spiritual evolution. These bargains aren't punishments handed down by a vengeful God, but rather opportunities for your soul to grow, expand, and ultimately return to its divine source. The universe is not out to get you. In fact, it's rooting for you to succeed. Understanding these bargains can provide a profound sense of meaning and purpose, even amidst the most difficult circumstances. It's like finding the hidden treasure map in the middle of a storm. What if the difficulties you've been facing your whole life were not obstacles, but guideposts? Let's look at some examples. The healing bargain is an agreement to experience illness or disability in order to develop compassion and healing abilities. Those who make this bargain often become healers, nurses, doctors, or caregivers, using their own experiences to help others overcome their physical and emotional challenges. Their pain becomes their power. The poverty bargain is an agreement to experience financial hardship in order to learn resourcefulness, resilience, and detachment from material possessions. Those who make this bargain often become entrepreneurs, philanthropists, or financial advisors, using their own experiences to help others create abundance and manage their resources wisely. Then there's the sacrifice bargain, an agreement to experience personal loss or hardship in order to serve a greater cause or help others. Think of the parent who loses a child and then dedicates their life to fighting for safer schools, or the activist who endures imprisonment for standing up for their beliefs. They sacrifice their own personal comfort for the greater good. One chosen one I know was born into poverty, facing constant hunger, lack of opportunity, and a deep sense of powerlessness. But instead of succumbing to despair, they used their experiences to fuel their passion for helping others. They started a small charity that provided food and education to underprivileged children in their community, transforming their own hardship into a source of hope and empowerment for others. They discovered that their past struggles gave them a unique ability to connect with and understand the needs of those who were suffering. These bargains can be a lot to take in, but are these bargains actually written somewhere? Let's see. Could your life path be predetermined by a past life contract, a binding agreement made between souls before incarnating, outlining specific roles, responsibilities, and challenges? It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but many believe that our lives are guided by pre-incarnation agreements that shape our relationships, careers, and life lessons. Past life contracts are pre-incarnation agreements that define the major relationships, events, and lessons of a particular lifetime. These contracts are not rigid or unchangeable, but rather serve as a framework for our soul's growth and evolution. We always have free will and the ability to renegotiate or transcend these contracts, but understanding them can provide valuable insights into our current circumstances. Think of them as a roadmap for your soul's journey, outlining the key destinations and experiences along the way. The ultimate destination, though, is still up to you. Some common elements found in past life contracts include soulmate agreements, karmic debt agreements, and service agreements. Soulmate agreements are agreements to meet and support each other's growth, often involving romantic partnerships, close friendships, or family relationships. These agreements are designed to bring us together with souls who can help us learn and evolve. Karmic debt agreements are agreements to resolve past life conflicts or imbalances, often involving difficult relationships or challenging circumstances. These agreements are designed to help us heal old wounds and create greater harmony. Service agreements are agreements to dedicate one's life to a particular cause or mission, often involving careers in helping professions, activism, or spiritual leadership. These agreements are designed to help us use our unique gifts and talents to make a positive impact on the world. I once worked with a chosen one who kept getting cheated on by their partners. They were heartbroken and confused, wondering why they kept attracting these kinds of relationships into their life. After doing some past life research, they realized that they had cheated on their partner in a past life as well. This revelation helped them understand that they were experiencing the consequences of their past actions, a karmic debt that needed to be repaid. Once they understood this, they were able to forgive themselves and their partners, breaking the cycle of betrayal and creating healthier relationships in the future. In addition to this example, it's easy to see this play out when one partner is wealthy and the other is poor. If it switches in a subsequent lifetime, that is likely a contract. So these contracts are supposed to help us. But what if these contracts are no longer useful? Let's check for red flags. Not all past life contracts are beneficial. Some may be outdated, limiting, or even harmful. Are you unknowingly bound by a contract that no longer serves you? It's important to remember that these contracts were created by you, and you have the power to change them if they are no longer aligned with your highest good. Recognizing when a past life contract has become detrimental to our growth and well-being is essential, as well as taking steps to renegotiate or dissolve it. Clinging to outdated contracts can lead to stagnation, unhappiness, and a sense of being trapped. You might feel like you're living someone else's life, not your own. You might feel like you're constantly hitting a brick wall, no matter how hard you try to move forward. These feelings are a sign that something needs to change. Some common red flags that indicate a contract needs to be renegotiated include recurring patterns of suffering or abuse, a persistent sense of being unfulfilled or misaligned, relationships that are draining, toxic, or codependent, and a feeling of being trapped in a situation that you can't escape. What if you find that you're stuck in a job that you hate or a relationship that makes you feel miserable? These are signs that your contracts are not up to date. Fortunately, there are practical steps you can take for renegotiating or dissolving outdated contracts. Start with intention setting, clearly stating your intention to release the contract and create a new agreement that aligns with your highest good. Be specific about what you want to release and what you want to create. Visualize yourself severing the ties to the old contract and creating a new one that is filled with love, joy, and abundance. Feel the energy of the new contract flowing through you. Also, be sure to recite affirmations that reinforce your freedom, power, and ability to create your own reality. Repeat these affirmations daily with conviction and faith. Affirmations such as, "I am free from all limiting contracts," "I am the creator of my own reality," or "I am worthy of love, joy, and abundance." Let me tell you about a chosen one who wanted to be an artist, but their contract said that they must be a caregiver for their family. They felt trapped and unfulfilled as they were forced to put their dreams on hold to take care of their aging parents. They felt as though that was their duty, but it really wasn't working for either of them. After doing some soul-searching, the chosen one realized that this contract was no longer serving them. They decided to break the contract, explaining to their family that, in order to take the best care of them, they needed to make sure they were first taking care of themselves. Their family, understanding and supportive, agreed to find alternative care arrangements, allowing the chosen one to pursue their passion. They found an assisted living home for their parents. This enabled them to thrive and rediscover their joy, leading to a more fulfilling life for themselves and their family. As we've seen, these karmic attackers and patterns are all here to help us. So what does that look like? Even your most challenging, karmic attackers hold the key to unlocking your greatest potential and accelerating your spiritual ascension. This may seem counterintuitive, but it's often through our most difficult relationships that we learn the most valuable lessons. Karmic relationships, even the most difficult ones, are opportunities for profound growth, healing, and transformation. These relationships are not random, but divinely orchestrated to push us to our limits and force us to confront our own shadows. They are designed to help us break free from old patterns and create a more fulfilling life. Think of them as spiritual boot camps designed to whip us into shape. By embracing these challenges, we can develop greater self-awareness, compassion, and resilience, ultimately leading to spiritual ascension. It's like climbing a mountain. The steeper the climb, the more rewarding the view from the top. The more difficult the relationship, the greater the potential for growth. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. Let's consider a hypothetical scenario. A chosen one who has been betrayed by a close friend realizes that this betrayal has forced them to develop greater self-reliance and independence. They use this newfound strength to pursue their dreams, create a successful business, and inspire others to overcome adversity. In addition to their past life connection, this is exactly what that soul needed to ascend. They needed to realize they could not rely on others and to become fully self-reliant. It's a tough way to go about it, but sometimes it's the only way. Think about that karmic attacker. What's one thing you can thank them for? Type it in the comments so you can thank your attacker for these things. How does all of this connect to your actual divine purpose? Let's take a look. Understanding your past lives is not just about uncovering secrets or resolving conflicts. It's about aligning with your divine purpose and fulfilling your soul's destiny. The past is gone, but you can still learn from it. Past life wisdom can provide valuable insights into our unique gifts, talents, and passions, guiding us towards a life of meaning, fulfillment, and service. Our past experiences, both positive and negative, have shaped us into who we are today and have prepared us for our divine mission. Every experience, every relationship, every challenge has contributed to our growth and evolution. By integrating these lessons and embracing our authentic selves, we can step into our full potential and create a positive impact on the world. It's like unlocking a hidden code, revealing the secrets to our success. The more we understand our past, the clearer our path becomes. Let's explore some actionable steps you can take for integrating past life wisdom into your present life. First, identify your core values. What is most important to you? Then recognize your unique gifts. What do you excel at? Next, follow your passions. What brings you joy and excitement? Finally, serve others. How can you use your gifts and passions to make a difference in the world? When you combine your values, gifts, passions, and service, you create a recipe for fulfilling your divine purpose. As we integrate these tools and lessons, let's connect this back to repeating numbers as the universe wants to tell you something else. You might think you know what repeating numbers mean, but there's a hidden layer most people miss, tying them directly to your karmic contracts and past life agreements. Chosen one, these aren't just angel numbers or simple signs from the universe. They're also messages encoded with insights about your past lives, waiting to be decoded. They reveal pieces of those soul contracts you've made, the karmic lessons you're here to learn, and the destiny you're meant to fulfill. What if these numbers were not just gentle nudges from the universe, but urgent directives about the trajectory of your very soul? These numbers are part of karmic numerology. The context in which you see the number is crucial for accurate interpretation. What were you thinking about, feeling, or doing when you saw the number? Were you in the middle of a difficult conversation? Were you contemplating a major decision? Were you reflecting on a past relationship? The answers to these questions will provide valuable clues about the karmic message embedded in the number. Intuition plays a key role in deciphering the message. Don't rely solely on textbook definitions or generic interpretations. Trust your gut feeling, your inner knowing, your own divine guidance. What does the number feel like to you? What images, memories, or emotions does it evoke? Your intuition is your most reliable guide in this process. This is because you are the only one who truly knows what you have gone through and what you need to move forward. Let's break this down. 111 is a karmic gateway opening, signaling an opportunity to step into your power and fulfill a soul contract. This could be a call to action related to a past life talent or mission. Perhaps you were a gifted artist in a past life, but never fully realized your potential. Seeing 111 might be a sign that it's time to revisit that passion and share your gifts with the world. It means that you must focus on that creative expression you were meant to pursue. 222 is a karmic partnership aligning, indicating that you are on the right path with a soulmate or karmic partner. This could be related to resolving a past life conflict or fulfilling a shared purpose. Maybe you and your partner were enemies in a past life, locked in a bitter feud. Seeing 222 might be a sign that you are now ready to heal that old wound and create a relationship based on love, forgiveness, and understanding. Then there's 333, a karmic lesson integrating, suggesting that you have successfully learned a lesson from a past life and are ready to move forward. Perhaps you struggled with self-doubt and insecurity in a past life, always seeking validation from others. Seeing 333 might be a sign that you have finally overcome those limiting beliefs and are ready to embrace your authentic self. Remember, though, that each number is specific to the person. There is no one-size-fits-all interpretation. What matters is the unique meaning and resonance that the number holds for you. But there are other numbers besides the repeating ones to look out for. Let's dive into those. What if seeing repeating number patterns meant even more? Get ready, because it does. These sequences can amplify the message of individual numbers, providing even more specific guidance about your karmic path. Think of them as the universe turning up the volume, trying to get your attention, or sending you a detailed instruction manual. This is a bit more important than a simple sign. The order of the numbers is significant, representing a step-by-step process or a sequence of events. 123 is not the same as 321. The order reveals the journey you must take. The first number sets the stage, the second builds upon it, and the third brings it to completion. Think about it as building a house. First you lay the foundation, number 1, then you erect the walls, number 2, and finally you put on the roof, number 3. Each step is essential to completing the structure. Analyzing the overall theme of the sequence and how it relates to your current life circumstances is also essential. Don't just focus on the individual numbers. Step back and see the bigger picture. What is the story that the sequence is trying to tell you? How does it connect to your relationships, your career, your health, or your spiritual path? This will give you a deeper understanding of its karmic message. These things come together to reveal the path you must tread. Let's look at some examples. 123 means to be aware of your thoughts and that they are about to manifest. With past lives, This means that something you did or didn't do is about to come full circle so that you can learn a greater lesson. Maybe you were a powerful leader in a past life, but you abused your power and caused harm to others. Seeing 123 might be a sign that you are now being given an opportunity to make amends for your past actions by using your influence to help those in need. 456 means getting your life in order. Things are about to speed up. This means that you need to reflect on a relationship that happened in a past life, because the speed that comes could change that relationship. Maybe you were deeply connected to one person who betrayed you, and you have been waiting for karmic justice to arrive. Now that time has come. 789 means end of a cycle. What happened in your past lives is starting to diminish, for better or worse. Maybe you were a slave in a past life. That karma is now fading away, which means it's time to embrace your freedom and create a new reality for yourself. You are now free to pursue the life that you have always dreamed of. Let me give you a case study. One chosen one was seeing a lot of 123, and a person they were trying to do business with reminded them of someone that stole their life savings in another lifetime. They were hesitant to move forward with the deal, but they didn't know why. After seeing the 123, they realized that they were being warned about this person's true intentions. They had been stolen from before, and now that pattern was repeating again. With this realization, they moved forward with extreme caution, thoroughly vetting the person and the deal before committing to anything. They discovered that the person was indeed untrustworthy, and they avoided a potentially devastating financial loss. Now that we know all of these numbers, how do they connect to those soul contracts? Did you know that you have a specific number attached to your karmic contract? Let's figure out what that is. This number isn't random or arbitrary. It's a key to unlocking your destiny. It can reveal the path you must take. This is your soul contract number, derived from your birth date. It's a key indicator of your primary karmic lessons and soul mission in this lifetime. Think of it as the master key to understanding your purpose and potential. It's not the only key, but it's definitely one of the most important. This number represents the core energy or theme that you are working with throughout your life, often reflecting unresolved issues or untapped potential from past lives. It's the compass that guides you, the rudder that steers you, the force that propels you forward. These numbers are there to guide you to your authentic self. There are different methods for calculating your soul contract number, but the most common involves adding up the digits of your birth date until you arrive at a single-digit number, 19, or a master number, 11, 22, 33. For example, if your birth date is October 27, 1985, 10/27/1985, you would add 10,271,985.33. In this case, your soul contract number would be 33, which is a master number. This is a number that carries greater influence. Don't worry about the method or math. Instead, feel the energy as you do it, and the number will mean more. What does that number feel like to you? Let's look at some examples. A soul contract number 1 means learning to be independent, assertive, and a leader. This may stem from a past life where you were suppressed or lacked self-confidence. Maybe you were a slave, a servant, or a victim of abuse, constantly being told what to do and how to live your life. Seeing the number 1 may mean that you are now here to reclaim your power, stand up for yourself, and become the leader you were always meant to be. A soul contract number 2 is learning to be cooperative, compassionate, and a peacemaker. This may stem from a past life where you were isolated or experienced conflict. Maybe you were a warrior, a rebel, or a loner, constantly fighting against others and creating chaos and division. Seeing the number 2 may mean that you are now here to heal those old wounds, build bridges, and create harmony and understanding. A soul contract number 5 is learning to embrace change, freedom, and adventure. This may stem from a past life where you were restricted or controlled. Let me tell you a quick story that ties into it. One chosen one with the number 5 felt trapped in their life. They had a stable job, a comfortable home, and a loving family, but they felt like something was missing. They longed for adventure, excitement, and new experiences, but they were afraid to take risks and step outside of their comfort zone. However, their soul contract was forcing them to get out and experience new things, or they wouldn't be fulfilled. They eventually realized that they were living a life that wasn't aligned with their soul's true desires. They quit their job, sold their home, and embarked on a solo backpacking trip around the world. They encountered new cultures, met fascinating people, and discovered hidden talents and passions. They realized that their soul contract was pushing them to embrace change, freedom, and adventure, and they finally felt like they were living their authentic life. These numbers can be a guide. Next, we must understand: are you living under someone else's contract? What if you're living a life that isn't truly yours, unknowingly fulfilling a borrowed contract, someone else's karmic destiny? This means that you're expending all of your energy on something that isn't even aligned to you. It's like working a job where you don't get paid. It's difficult to recognize, but even harder to escape. Let's define this borrowed contract as a situation where you're taking on the responsibilities, burdens, or even the dreams of another person, often due to past life obligations or unresolved karmic ties. You might feel like you're constantly putting other people's needs before your own. You might feel like you're sacrificing your own happiness for the sake of someone else. You might feel like you're living someone else's life, not your own. This can manifest as feeling trapped in a career you don't enjoy, sacrificing your own needs for others, or constantly trying to please someone else. It can feel like you're trapped in a prison of obligation, unable to break free. Recognizing and releasing yourself from a borrowed contract is essential for aligning with your own authentic path and fulfilling your true potential. You can't fulfill your own purpose if you're constantly fulfilling someone else's. It's like trying to run a marathon with someone else on your back. It's exhausting, unsustainable, and ultimately prevents you from reaching your own goals. You must sever those ties and claim your own power. You must prioritize your own needs and desires. You must step into your own destiny. Let's look at some examples of how a borrowed contract might manifest. Taking over the family business because of a past life agreement, even though you have no passion for it. You might feel obligated to continue the family legacy, even though it's not your own calling. You might feel like you're betraying your family if you choose to pursue a different path. Staying in a codependent relationship because of a past life debt, even though it's draining and unfulfilling. You might feel like you owe this person something from a past life. You might feel guilty if you leave them, sacrificing your own dreams to care for a sick family member, even though it's depleting your energy and preventing you from pursuing your own goals. You might feel obligated to take care of them, even though it's sacrificing your own happiness and well-being. I'll share an example. One chosen one wanted to move out of their parents' house and start a business. However, they felt trapped by a sense of obligation to take care of their aging parents. After doing some soul-searching, they realized that, in a past life, they had made a contract to take care of their parents forever. This contract was now hindering their own growth and preventing them from pursuing their dreams. They realized that this borrowed contract had to be dissolved for everyone's best interest. They had an open and honest conversation with their parents, explaining their desire to move out and start a business. To their surprise, their parents were understanding and supportive. They agreed to find alternative care arrangements, allowing the chosen one to pursue their passion. With the borrowed contract dissolved, the chosen one felt a sense of liberation and empowerment. They were finally free to pursue their own dreams and create a life that was aligned with their soul's true purpose. If you think you have a borrowed contract, how do we break it and claim our own? It's time for Operation Soul Reclamation. If you suspect you're under a borrowed contract, you can break free and reclaim your destiny. This isn't just about tweaking your life. It's about a full-scale extraction from someone else's soul agenda, where you become the architect of your own divine blueprint. You might be surprised at how deeply ingrained these contracts are, dictating your choices, relationships, and even your perception of reality. But know this, chosen one, the power to rewrite your story resides within you, waiting to be unleashed. It's time to sever those invisible chains and step into the fullness of your God-given potential. Let's introduce a step-by-step process for dissolving a borrowed contract. First, acknowledge the contract by honestly assessing the ways in which you're living someone else's life. What are you doing out of obligation versus genuine desire? This requires brutal honesty. Are you pursuing a career path chosen by your parents, even though it makes your soul ache? Are you staying in a relationship out of guilt or a sense of duty rather than love and joy? Are you constantly putting other people's needs before your own, neglecting your own well-being and dreams? These are all signs that you might be living under a borrowed contract. Next, identify the source. Who are you fulfilling this contract for? A parent, partner, sibling, past life connection. Understanding the source is key to releasing the obligation. Is it a parent who expects you to follow in their footsteps? A partner who demands constant attention and sacrifice? A sibling who relies on you to fix their problems? Or is it a vague sense of obligation to someone from a past life, a karmic debt that you feel compelled to repay? Then, if appropriate and safe, communicate your truth, expressing your desire to live your own life to the person involved. This doesn't have to be confrontational, but clear and honest. Let them know that you are no longer willing to sacrifice your own happiness for their sake. This might be a difficult conversation, but it's necessary for your own liberation. Next, use energetic cord cutting by visualizing severing the energetic ties to the person and the contract. See yourself releasing the burden and stepping into your own power. Imagine a pair of scissors cutting through the cords that bind you to this person, releasing you from their expectations and demands. See yourself stepping into your own power, feeling lighter, freer, and more aligned with your true self. Finally, claim your path by actively pursuing your own passions, dreams, and goals. Take small steps each day that align with your authentic self. What are you truly passionate about? What are your deepest desires? What brings you joy and fulfillment? Take small steps each day to move closer to your goals. So, what activities do you dread, but feel obligated to do? Who would be most disappointed if you pursued your own dreams? What small step can you take today to honor your own desires? Consider this. If you woke up tomorrow with no fear of judgment or failure, what would you do differently? That's the path your soul is yearning for. Don't let anyone else dictate your destiny. Take back the reins and create the life you were born to live. Type release if you are ready to release yourself and move forward with life. Breaking free is a victory, but there's a hidden danger in these contracts. Be careful. When breaking free from a borrowed contract, you might encounter karmic blackmail, attempts to guilt, manipulate, or control you back into fulfilling the old agreement. This isn't always malicious or intentional, but it can be incredibly insidious, preying on your deepest insecurities and sense of obligation. Recognize it for what it is, a desperate attempt to maintain the status quo, even if it means sacrificing your happiness and well-being. The moment you begin to reclaim your power, expect resistance. The forces that have been holding you back won't relinquish their grip easily. This is a test of your resolve, a challenge to your commitment to your own truth. But remember, you are stronger than you think, and you have the divine power to overcome any obstacle. Let's define karmic blackmail as manipulative tactics used by others, consciously or unconsciously, to maintain the status quo of a borrowed contract. These tactics often play on your sense of obligation, guilt, or fear. Recognize these tactics and resist the urging. Give in. They may try to guilt-trip you, saying things like, "After everything I've done for you." This is a classic tactic designed to make you feel indebted and obligated. They may use emotional manipulation like, "If you leave, I don't know what I'll do." This is designed to make you feel responsible for their happiness and well-being. They may threaten you, such as, "You'll regret this." This is designed to instill fear and make you reconsider your decision. Or they may play the victim, stating, "I'm so disappointed in you." This is designed to make you feel guilty and ashamed. These tactics might seem subtle, but they can have a powerful impact on your subconscious mind, eroding your confidence and making you question your decisions. Remember, chosen one, you are not responsible for other people's happiness or well-being. You are only responsible for your own. Imagine this scenario. A chosen one's family guilt trips them by saying things like, "We need you here, and you're breaking our hearts." They realize they are being blackmailed. Their parents constantly remind them of all the sacrifices they made to raise them, implying that they owe it to them to stay and take care of them. Their siblings accuse them of being selfish and abandoning the family. Their friends express their disappointment, saying that they're changing and becoming someone they don't recognize. The chosen one feels torn between their desire to pursue their own dreams and their sense of obligation to their family and friends. They start to doubt their decision, wondering if they're making a mistake. The family continues to lay on the guilt, constantly reminding them of how much they need them. They say things like, "Who will take care of us when we get old? And we'll never be able to manage without you." They even start to use emotional blackmail, threatening to cut them out of their lives if they leave. The chosen one feels trapped, unable to break free from the web of obligation and guilt. The situation gets worse as the person's family starts getting sick. The pressure mounts. Will the chosen one survive? Resisting karmic blackmail requires strength and clarity. So how do we reclaim our power? You have the right to live your own life, even if it disappoints others. It's time to reclaim your karmic power by setting boundaries and asserting your truth. This isn't about being selfish or uncaring. It's about recognizing your own worth and prioritizing your own well-being. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot help others if you are constantly sacrificing your own needs. Setting boundaries is an act of self-love, a declaration that you value yourself and your own happiness. It's also a way of honoring the divine within you, acknowledging that you are worthy of living a life that is aligned with your soul's true purpose. Know your worth, recognizing that your needs and desires are just as important as those of others. You are not here to be a doormat or a people pleaser. You are here to live your own life, to express your unique gifts, and to fulfill your divine potential. Your needs and desires matter, and they deserve to be honored. Communicate clearly and firmly, expressing your boundaries in a direct and assertive manner without apologizing or justifying yourself. You don't need to explain or defend your decisions. You simply need to state your boundaries and enforce them. Be prepared to follow through with consequences if your boundaries are violated. This might mean distancing yourself from manipulative people, saying no to unreasonable requests, or even ending relationships that are toxic and draining. This can be hard. The truth often is, but that's where we thrive. Practice self-care, prioritizing your own well-being and taking steps to protect your energy from draining or manipulative influences. Engage in activities that nourish your soul, such as spending time in nature, meditating, creating art, or connecting with loved ones who support and uplift you. Set a firm boundary with the family to take care of yourself before taking care of them. Create time to separate yourself from the family, even when they are sick. It might be the only way for you to survive. For example, here are some example phrases for setting boundaries. "I understand that you're disappointed, but I need to prioritize my own needs right now. I'm not able to do that for you at this time. I'm not willing to discuss this topic any further." Imagine that someone is constantly asking you for favors, taking advantage of your kindness and generosity. You might say, "I appreciate you coming to me, but I'm not able to help you with that right now. I'm focusing on my own projects and need to prioritize my time." Or imagine that someone is constantly criticizing you, undermining your confidence, and making you feel bad about yourself. You might say, "I understand that you have your own opinions, but I'm not willing to listen to your criticism any longer. I need to protect my own energy and focus on my own growth." Take control today. There was one chosen one who had abusive parents. One day, the parents fell sick with COVID. The person realized the abuse and the karmic weight of what they needed to do. They set a boundary and told their parents that they needed to take care of themselves before being able to help the parents. The parents got mad, but the chosen one stood tall. After a week, they went back, and the parents appreciated the lesson. By setting boundaries and asserting your truth, you are sending a clear message to the universe that you are ready to live your own life and fulfill your own destiny. Speaking of setting a message, words have power. You can actively rewrite your karmic narrative by making a karmic declaration, a clear and intentional statement of your desired reality. This isn't just positive thinking. It's a powerful act of creation, aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with your soul's true intentions. It's about declaring your freedom from the past, claiming your power in the present, and manifesting your desired future. Remember, chosen one, you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a co-creator with the divine, capable of shaping your own destiny. A karmic declaration is a powerful tool for releasing old patterns and limiting beliefs, for affirming your worth and potential, for aligning with your divine purpose, and for manifesting your desired reality. Write it out specifically and say it out loud. Let's say you've been struggling with feelings of unworthiness, constantly sabotaging your own success. Your karmic declaration might be, I am worthy of love, joy, and abundance. I release all limiting beliefs that no longer serve my highest good. I claim my power and create my own reality. Or let's say you're feeling lost and confused about your purpose. Your karmic declaration might be, I am aligned with my divine purpose. I trust my intuition and follow my inner guidance. I'm open to receiving clarity and inspiration. You might even say the following, I release all contracts that no longer serve my highest good. What do you declare? Encourage watchers to create their own and to use those. Let your declaration be a daily reminder of your power, your worth, and your potential. Write it down, speak it aloud, and feel it in your bones. Let it resonate through every cell of your being. The more you declare your truth, the more powerfully it will manifest in your reality. Once we create this declaration and know what we want, it's time to move forward. And that means making decisions. Are you standing at a karmic crossroads, facing a decision that will significantly impact your soul's journey and determine your future? This isn't just about making a choice. It's about consciously choosing the path that aligns with your soul's deepest desires and highest potential. It's about recognizing the profound consequences of your decisions and taking responsibility for the direction of your life. Every decision, no matter how small, has a ripple effect, shaping your future and impacting the lives of others. This is not a choice to take lightly. Take this seriously. Life is full of karmic crossroads moments where we are presented with opportunities to choose between repeating old patterns or creating new ones, fulfilling someone else's expectations or following our own hearts, living in fear or embracing our full potential. Emphasize that the choices we make at these crossroads have profound consequences for our karmic path. Are you going to stay in that dead-end job because it's safe and comfortable, or are you going to take a leap of faith and pursue your passion? Are you going to stay in that toxic relationship because you're afraid of being alone, or are you going to break free and create space for a healthy and fulfilling connection? Are you going to continue living in fear and doubt, or are you going to embrace your full potential and step into your power? The choices are yours, and the consequences are real. Listen to your intuition, trusting your gut feeling and following your inner guidance. Your intuition is your soul's voice, guiding you towards your true purpose. Don't ignore it, even if it seems illogical or irrational. Take time for reflection, meditation, or journaling to gain clarity about your values and priorities. The more clear you are about what you want, the easier it will be to make decisions that align with your soul's journey. Consider the consequences, weighing the potential outcomes of each choice and how they align with your long-term goals. Think about the ripple effect of your decisions and how they will impact your life and the lives of others. Choose love over fear, making choices that are rooted in love, compassion, and self-respect, rather than fear, obligation, or guilt. So how do we know if we made the right choice? That's next. Feeling lost at a karmic crossroads? What if you had an inner compass, divinely designed to guide you toward the right path? Consider the possibility that you do possess an innate ability to navigate even the most difficult choices, a secret weapon forged in the fires of countless lifetimes. This isn't some vague, New Age concept, chosen ones. It's a fundamental aspect of your spiritual DNA, waiting to be activated. This karmic compass is your intuition, your inner guidance system that connects you to your soul's wisdom and helps you make choices that align with your divine purpose. But many chosen ones are under constant spiritual attack, which leads them to ignoring their intuition. See your intuition as more than just a feeling. It's a powerful source of information that can provide clarity, direction, and confidence in the face of uncertainty. Learning to discern and trust this inner voice is paramount to unlocking your karmic destiny and avoiding the pitfalls of repeating past mistakes. Developing your intuition requires practice, patience, and a willingness to trust yourself, even when the logical mind screams otherwise. It's about cultivating a deep connection with your higher self, the part of you that remembers everything. What if your intuition is all of your past lives giving you advice? So how do we strengthen this muscle? First, create space for silence. In the chaos of modern life, it's easy to become disconnected from your inner voice. Intentionally carve out time for silence, whether it's spending time in nature, meditating, or simply disconnecting from distractions. Silence isn't just the absence of noise. It's the fertile ground where intuition can blossom. Next, pay close attention to your dreams. They can provide valuable insights into your subconscious mind, offering symbolic messages and glimpses into your karmic patterns. Keep a dream journal and look for recurring themes or symbols. What lessons are your dreams trying to teach you? Then, journal regularly. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and insights to gain clarity and self-awareness. This practice helps you to identify patterns, process emotions, and connect with your inner wisdom. As you review past journal entries, you might be surprised by the synchronicities that emerge, revealing hidden connections and karmic influences. Remember to also ask for guidance. Pray, meditate, or visualize yourself receiving guidance from your higher self or spiritual guides. Surrender your worries and fears and trust that you are being divinely guided towards the right path. Finally, follow your gut, trust your initial instincts, and make decisions that feel right, even if they don't make sense logically. Your gut is your intuition speaking to you, offering a direct line to your soul's wisdom. Consider the case of a chosen one named Anya, who was about to go into business with someone but was getting extreme anxiety. Logically, it made sense, but her heart was pounding whenever they spoke. She decided not to, and later found out that person was running a scam and multiple people lost their life savings. Anya's intuition saved her, and it can save you too. What if your gut is a culmination of all your past lives? Let your intuition guide you. Intuition is essential, but even if we made a bad choice, what can we do next? It's okay to make mistakes. Even if you make the wrong choice at a karmic crossroads, you always have the opportunity to make a karmic U-turn and correct course. Take heart, chosen one. You are not doomed by your mistakes. The universe isn't a punitive judge waiting to condemn you. It is a loving teacher, offering you endless opportunities for growth and self-discovery. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. A karmic U-turn is a conscious decision to change direction after realizing you've made a mistake or strayed from your path. Perhaps you chose a career that doesn't align with your values or entered a relationship that is draining your energy. A karmic U-turn is about recognizing that you have the power to change course and create a more fulfilling life. It takes courage, humility, and a willingness to learn from your experiences. Understand that making a U-turn isn't easy. It can require swallowing your pride, admitting your errors, and facing the consequences of your actions. But the rewards are immeasurable: a renewed sense of purpose, deeper self-awareness, and a life that is more aligned with your soul's true desires. Every mistake is an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. What if your mistakes can actually help others? So, how do we go about making a karmic U-turn? First, acknowledge your mistake, take responsibility for your actions, and avoid blaming others. This is the hardest step, and many never get over it. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming external circumstances or other people for your choices, but true healing begins when you take ownership of your actions. Next, learn from your experience, reflect on what went wrong and what you can do differently in the future. Consider it a forensic investigation of your own life. Analyze the factors that led to your misstep, identify the patterns that contributed to the outcome, and extract the lessons that can guide you towards better choices in the future. Forgive yourself. Release any guilt, shame, or self-condemnation. Self-forgiveness is essential for moving forward on your karmic path. Understand that you are human, and that mistakes are an inevitable part of the human experience. Make amends. If possible, apologize to anyone you've hurt, and take steps to repair any damage you've caused. This is not about groveling or seeking absolution. It's about taking responsibility for the impact of your actions and making a sincere effort to heal any wounds you've inflicted. Finally, change your behavior. Make a conscious effort to change your thoughts, feelings, and actions. This requires self-awareness, discipline, and a commitment to living in alignment with your values. What steps can you take to rewrite your karmic narrative? Consider the example of a chosen one named Caleb, who decided to leave their spouse, but then realized it was a huge mistake. He was blinded by what he thought he wanted, but he was so wrong. He told his spouse this, they got back together and grew even stronger in their love. They both learned a valuable lesson, and their marriage is better than ever. If Caleb didn't forgive himself, they would both be in misery. Making a U-turn is difficult, but sometimes necessary. How does this connect to repeating our same mistakes? Do you feel like you're stuck in a karmic loop, repeating the same mistakes and experiencing the same pain over and over again? Imagine being trapped in a never-ending cycle of déjà vu, where the faces change, but the script remains the same. This isn't random chance, chosen ones. It's a sign that you're caught in a karmic loop, a pattern of unresolved issues that is preventing you from moving forward on your soul's journey. You might be reliving the same relationship dynamics, facing similar financial struggles, or encountering the same types of toxic people. What if you are meant to help others break free? The karmic loop is a cycle of recurring patterns, relationships, and experiences that keep you stuck in a state of suffering and prevent you from moving forward on your soul's journey. These loops are often rooted in unresolved issues from past lives, traumas, limiting beliefs, and unhealed wounds. They manifest as recurring themes in your life, repeating the same mistakes and experiencing the same pain over and over again. Like a broken record, you keep playing the same tune, unable to break free from the groove. Breaking free from a karmic loop requires awareness, intention, and a willingness to change your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. You must become a conscious observer of your own life, identifying the patterns that are holding you back and actively choosing to create new ones. This requires courage, honesty, and a commitment to self-transformation. What would you even do without the loop? How do we break free? First, identify the trigger. What situations, people, or events tend to activate the loop? Pay close attention to the circumstances surrounding your recurring patterns. What are the common denominators? What triggers set you off? The more you understand the triggers, the better equipped you will be to disrupt the loop. Next, recognize the pattern. What are the common themes and dynamics in the loop? Step back and observe the bigger picture. What are the underlying beliefs, emotions, and behaviors that are driving the cycle? What role do you play in perpetuating the pattern? Challenge your beliefs. What limiting beliefs are contributing to the loop? Our beliefs shape our reality. If you believe you are unworthy of love, you will attract relationships that confirm that belief. Challenge your limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. Change your behavior, consciously choose different actions and responses. This is where the rubber meets the road. You can't just think your way out of a karmic loop. You have to take action. Consciously choose different behaviors that align with your desired outcome. Forgive yourself and others. Release any anger, resentment, or bitterness. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior. It's about releasing yourself from the emotional bondage of the past. Consider this: a chosen one keeps getting used for their money. They track when this starts and begin to cut off users immediately, breaking the loop. She felt guilt, but she was also happy to no longer be a doormat. She's not just saving money, she's saving her soul. Breaking the loop is hard, and can be exhausting to track. But what if you could actually see a karmic event coming? What if your dreams could give you a sneak peek into your karmic future, warning you of upcoming challenges or opportunities? Imagine having access to a divine early warning system, providing you with advance notice of upcoming events, allowing you to prepare and navigate them with greater awareness and intention. This isn't science fiction, chosen ones, it's the power of precognitive dreams. These aren't just random images flashing across your mind. They're messages from your higher self, offering guidance and insight into your karmic path. What if your brain is receiving messages from the future? Precognitive dreams are dreams that provide information about future events, including karmic encounters, crossroads, and opportunities for growth. They can be vivid, symbolic, or even literal, offering glimpses into your personal future and the future of others. While not all dreams are precognitive, learning to recognize and interpret these special dreams can provide you with valuable insights into your karmic path and empower you to make more informed choices. It takes practice to distinguish between symbolic dreams and those that offer glimpses into the future. It requires paying attention to the subtle nuances of your dreams, cultivating your intuition, and trusting your inner guidance. How often have your dreams come true? Here's how to tell the difference. First, pay attention to recurring themes. What symbols, characters, or emotions keep appearing in your dreams? These recurring elements may be clues to unresolved issues or upcoming events. Journal your dreams. Write down your dreams as soon as you wake up, before you forget the details. The more details you record, the easier it will be to identify patterns and interpret the meaning of your dreams. Look for specific details. Precognitive dreams often contain specific details about people, places, or events. These details may seem insignificant at the time, but they may prove to be crucial in the future. Trust your intuition. How do you feel when you wake up from the dream? Does it feel significant or just random? Your intuition is your most reliable guide in interpreting your dreams. Consider the following case study. A chosen one keeps dreaming of a car crash. They end up canceling their road trip and found out later there was a huge pileup on the route. Their dream saved countless lives. They are now a dream interpreter. Dreams can provide you a heads up on the future. So as you can see, this knowledge is all about setting us up for a beautiful future. What steps should we take now to make that happen? Let's see. It's time for Operation Karmic Reset. Take these steps right now to claim your ideal destiny and create a life filled with joy, purpose, and abundance. You are not a passive observer in your own life. You are an active participant, capable of shaping your own reality. This isn't just about wishing for a better future. It's about taking concrete steps to rewrite your karmic narrative and manifest your desired outcome. You have the power to create a life that is aligned with your soul's true potential. What happens now? First, reflect on your past. Identify recurring patterns, relationships, and experiences that may be rooted in past lives. Look for the common threads that run through your life, connecting the dots and revealing the hidden influences of your karmic past. Next, forgive yourself and others. Release any anger, resentment, or bitterness. Forgiveness is the key to unlocking your karmic freedom. It's not about condoning harmful behavior. It's about releasing yourself from the emotional bondage of the past. Set clear intentions. Define your goals and desires for the future. What do you want to create in your life? What are your deepest longings? Be specific and intentional about your desires. Create a karmic declaration. Write down a clear and intentional statement of your desired reality. Affirm your worth, your potential, and your commitment to living a life that is aligned with your soul's purpose. Trust your intuition. Listen to your inner guidance system and make choices that align with your soul's purpose. Your intuition is your compass, guiding you towards the right path. Take action. Take small steps each day to move closer to your goals. Consistency is key. Small, consistent actions will create momentum and lead to lasting transformation. For example, tonight, before you go to sleep, reflect on one recurring pattern in your life and ask yourself what lesson you are meant to learn. Tomorrow morning, write down 3 things you are grateful for and 3 things you want to create in your life. This week, take one small step towards fulfilling your dreams, such as researching a new career, signing up for a class, or reaching out to someone who inspires you. You got this. So that's it, your next steps are clear. So let's move on to the outro. Some souls enter your life not just to challenge you, but to actively sabotage your destiny, fulfilling a karmic contract killer role. This might sound harsh, chosen ones, but it's a reality that many awakened souls must face. Are you ready to understand this? A karmic contract killer is a soul with whom you have a pre-incarnation agreement to experience significant setbacks, losses, or betrayals that force you to re-evaluate your path and redirect your energy. Think of it as a cosmic course correction orchestrated by souls who love you enough to play the villain in your life story. These individuals are not inherently evil. They are playing a specific role in your soul's evolution, often at their own expense. This can be a difficult concept to grasp, especially when you're in the midst of a painful experience, but it's essential to remember that everything is happening for your highest good. These encounters, while painful, are opportunities to develop resilience, self-reliance, and a deeper understanding of your own strength. They force you to dig deep within yourself and discover resources you never knew you had. They're tests. How might these karmic contract killers manifest in your life? Perhaps it's a business partner who steals your ideas and leaves you bankrupt, forcing you to reinvent yourself and discover new talents. Maybe it's a romantic partner who betrays you and shatters your heart, leading you to develop greater self-love and set healthier boundaries. Or it could be a mentor who leads you down the wrong path, causing you to question your beliefs and discover your own inner guidance. Imagine this: a chosen one pours their heart and soul into opening a restaurant, only to hire someone who turns out to have a string of terrible online reviews. These low ratings threaten to destroy the business before it even gets off the ground. This person may not be intentionally malicious, but their actions are undeniably derailing your dream. Maybe they're deeply insecure, and their way of managing it is to try to bring others down, or they could be deeply self-sabotaging and are projecting it onto the business. This is the work of a karmic contract killer. Remember, even in the midst of chaos, there is a divine purpose at play. Recognizing a karmic contract killer is crucial for protecting yourself from further harm and reclaiming your destiny. But if they are contract killers, what weapons do they use? Karmic contract killers are masters of manipulation. Learn to recognize their tactics so you can disarm them and protect your energy. This isn't about becoming paranoid or suspicious of everyone you meet. It's about developing a keen awareness of the subtle ways in which others might try to control or undermine you. Knowledge is power, and the more you understand their methods, the better equipped you'll be to defend yourself. It is not always obvious, but their impact can be devastating if you're not careful. Are you being gaslit? Common manipulative tactics used by karmic contract killers include gaslighting, making you question your own sanity and perceptions; triangulation, creating conflict between you and others to isolate you; projection, blaming you for their own flaws and shortcomings; love bombing, overwhelming you with affection and attention in the beginning, only to withdraw it later; playing the victim, manipulating you with guilt and sympathy; and undermining, constantly criticizing your efforts, skills, and value. Have you seen this before? How might these tactics play out in real-life scenarios? You're being too sensitive. I was just joking. This is a classic example of gaslighting, designed to make you doubt your own feelings and perceptions. I heard other person saying negative things about you. This is triangulation, sowing seeds of discord and creating division. You're always so negative. That's why bad things happen to you. This is projection, deflecting responsibility and blaming you for their own issues. I've never met anyone like you. You're perfect. This is love bombing, a manipulative tactic used to create a false sense of intimacy and dependence. I'm so unlucky. Why does this always happen to me? This is playing the victim, seeking sympathy and attention while avoiding accountability. That's a nice idea, but it will never work. This is undermining, designed to erode your confidence and discourage you from pursuing your goals. Imagine this restaurant owner again. This new employee is constantly saying, "I don't know, I don't think we can handle that many customers at once," or "That's a pretty ambitious plan, I don't think we can do that, I don't know if we can." It's subtle, but persistent, slowly chipping away at your motivation and belief in your vision. This chosen one now has to be on the lookout. So now that we can identify the weapons, how can we actually defend ourselves? What's our battle plan? You don't have to be a victim of a karmic contract killer. You can learn to defend yourself, reclaim your power, and rewrite your destiny. This is a declaration of war, chosen ones, but a war fought not with swords and shields, but with self-awareness, boundaries, and unwavering self-love. You have the power to protect your energy, disrupt their tactics, and create a life that is aligned with your soul's true purpose. Remember, you are not alone in this battle. The universe is on your side, supporting you every step of the way. Are you ready to fight? Practical strategies for protecting yourself from a karmic contract killer include distancing yourself, limiting your contact with the individual as much as possible, setting firm boundaries, clearly defining what behavior you will and will not tolerate, trusting your intuition, paying attention to your gut feelings, and don't ignore red flags. Seeking support, talking to trusted friends, family members, or a therapist, focusing on self-care, prioritizing your own well-being, and take steps to protect your energy. And forgiving, but don't forget, releasing anger and resentment, but don't allow yourself to be manipulated again. You must forgive them for what they are doing. How do you implement these strategies? I'm not going to discuss this topic with you anymore. This is setting boundaries, clearly communicating your limits, and refusing to engage in manipulative conversations. I need to take some time for myself right now. This is prioritizing self-care, recognizing your need for space and energy replenishment. I forgive you for what you did, but I'm not going to let it happen again. This is forgiving, but not forgetting, releasing the emotional charge while remaining vigilant. Let's say this chosen one at the restaurant began implementing these tactics, and it got to the point where this employee wasn't able to be employed anymore. While the chosen one feels empathy, they know it's for the best, as they need to learn the same karmic lessons too. This leads the chosen one to feel they are taking back their life. This is winning the karmic combat. The only way you can succeed is to truly understand your purpose here on Earth. What is it? How do we figure it out? Feeling lost? Your past lives hold the map to your soul's purpose. It's time to activate your karmic GPS and find your true north. This isn't about escaping the present or dwelling on the past. It's about using the wisdom of your past lives to guide you towards a more fulfilling future. Your soul carries within it the echoes of countless experiences, each one holding valuable clues about your strengths, weaknesses, passions, and unique gifts. Activating your karmic GPS is like unlocking a treasure map that leads you to your most authentic self and your divine purpose. What direction will you travel? Think of karmic GPS as a system for using insights from your past lives to guide you toward your soul's purpose in this lifetime. Your past experiences, both positive and negative, hold valuable clues about your strengths, weaknesses, passions, and unique gifts. Connecting with your past lives can provide clarity, direction, and a deeper understanding of your life's mission. Maybe you can even help others. How do you actually do this? Reflect on recurring themes. What patterns, relationships, or challenges keep showing up in your life? Explore your passions. What activities or subjects do you feel naturally drawn to? Identify your strengths. What are you good at? What comes easily to you? Connect with your intuition. What feels right? What resonates with your soul? And trust the process. Be patient and open to receiving guidance from your inner wisdom. All of this can lead you to your biggest moment. When you know that you are on the right path, imagine the feeling of finally being aligned with your soul's purpose, knowing, deep down, that you're on the right path. It's not just possible, it's your destiny. This isn't about chasing fleeting happiness or material success. It's about living a life that is authentic, meaningful, and deeply fulfilling. It's about tapping into your unique gifts and talents and using them to make a positive impact on the world. It's about feeling a sense of connection, purpose, and belonging that transcends the ordinary. Living in alignment with your soul's purpose is characterized by a sense of deep peace and contentment, effortless flow and synchronicity, unwavering confidence and self-belief, a strong connection to something larger than yourself, and a burning desire to share your gifts and talents with the world. Have you ever felt this? How can you cultivate this alignment in your daily life? Prioritize self-care. Make time for activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positive aspects of your life. Set clear intentions. Define your goals and desires with clarity and purpose. Take inspired action. Follow your intuition and take steps that feel aligned with your values. Trust the universe. Believe that you are being guided and supported on your journey. It's time to move to the outro so that we can wrap up all of these important points. What if the greatest obstacles in your life aren't external forces, but suppressed truths buried deep within your karmic underworld, blocking your path to success? You might be surprised. The universe operates on many levels. Your karmic underworld is the subconscious realm where unresolved traumas, limiting beliefs, and hidden secrets from past lives reside, influencing your present-day thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. These suppressed truths can manifest as self-sabotage, fear of success, or a persistent feeling of being unworthy. It's like a dark basement filled with forgotten memories and unprocessed emotions, shaping your present reality without your conscious awareness. Unearthing these truths requires courage, self-compassion, and a willingness to confront our deepest fears. These are the parts of ourselves that we have disowned, rejected, or hidden away, often due to shame, guilt, or fear of judgment. This is the stuff that determines where you're going. How do we explore this underworld? What are the tools? Start with shadow work. Identify and integrate the disowned aspects of yourself. This involves acknowledging and accepting the parts of yourself that you dislike, fear, or judge. It requires honesty, self-reflection, and a willingness to confront your own darkness. Inner child work. Heal the wounded parts of your inner child. This involves connecting with the vulnerable, innocent, and often traumatized aspects of your younger self. It requires compassion, empathy, and a willingness to reparent yourself. And dream analysis. Pay attention to recurring symbols and emotions in your dreams. Dreams can be a powerful portal to the subconscious mind, offering insights into unresolved issues and hidden desires. It requires patience, intuition, and a willingness to interpret the symbolic language of your dreams. Imagine, a chosen one keeps losing clients at the last minute. They do shadow work and realize that it's because they are secretly scared to be a leader, since they were burned at the stake in a past life. The lesson is to face the pain and be okay with who you are. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Digging in your karmic underworld may bring up tough truths. What do we do once we acknowledge them? Next. Just as alchemists sought to transform lead into gold, you can transmute your karmic lead, your past pain and suffering, into present power and purpose. It's a process of turning poison into medicine, transforming your wounds into wisdom, and using your past experiences to fuel your future success. Alchemists believed that all matter contained the potential for transformation. In this sense, you are the alchemist. Transmutation is the process of transforming negative energy into positive energy, allowing you to harness your past experiences as a source of strength, wisdom, and resilience. This process requires intention, self-compassion, and a willingness to forgive yourself and others. This isn't about denying your pain or pretending that it didn't happen. It's about reclaiming your power and choosing to use your experiences as a catalyst for growth. You can unlock your full potential and create a life filled with joy, abundance, and purpose by transmuting your karmic lead. Are you ready? How do we do it? Acknowledge your pain. Allow yourself to feel your emotions without judgment. It requires honesty, vulnerability, and a willingness to sit with uncomfortable feelings. Reframe your perspective. Look for the lessons and opportunities in your experiences. This involves shifting your focus from the negative to the positive, seeking to understand the deeper meaning behind your challenges. Practice gratitude. Focus on the positive aspects of your life. This involves appreciating the good things you have, both big and small, and recognizing the blessings in your life. Forgive yourself and others. Release any anger, resentment, or bitterness. This involves letting go of the past and freeing yourself from the burden of negative emotions. Use your gifts. Share your talents and passions with the world. This involves using your unique abilities to make a positive impact on others. In our previous example, the chosen one realizes that because they are so scared of leadership, they are able to relate to their subordinates better. This is the beauty of the transformation. So, we have to use the old to fuel the new. What happens if this karmic event occurs in a certain part of your life? Are certain areas of your life perpetually chaotic, frustrating, or unfulfilling? These may be karmic hotspots, ripe for transformation and holding the key to unlocking your destiny. Listen closely. Your destiny is in the balance. Karmic hotspots are specific areas of your life, e.g., relationships, career, finances, health, where unresolved karmic issues tend to manifest most strongly. These hotspots are not punishments, but rather opportunities for accelerated growth and healing. It's like a pressure point in your body, signaling an area that needs attention and healing. By identifying and addressing the underlying karmic issues in these areas, you can create profound and lasting change. This is how you create a better life. What are some common examples? Relationships. Recurring patterns of conflict, betrayal, or codependency. These patterns can be traced back to unresolved karmic issues from past lives, such as broken vows, betrayals, or unrequited love. Career. Feeling unfulfilled, stuck, or sabotaged in your work. These feelings can stem from past life experiences where you were oppressed, exploited, or denied your true calling. Finances. Struggling with debt, scarcity, or a fear of abundance. These struggles can be rooted in past life vows of poverty, experiences of financial loss, or limiting beliefs about money. Health. Experiencing chronic illness, unexplained symptoms, or a lack of vitality. These health issues can be linked to past life traumas, injuries, or karmic debts. Let's say a chosen one's career is in shambles and find out they made a vow of poverty. That hotspot is ripe for exploration, but you must face it to unlock it. Once these areas are discovered, what is the absolute fastest way to clear them out, ready to accelerate your karmic healing? These karmic fast-track techniques will help you release past burdens and step into your power faster than you ever thought possible. The universe wants you to succeed. Karmic fast-track techniques are accelerated methods for releasing karmic burdens and creating rapid transformation. These techniques are designed to bypass the conscious mind and access the subconscious, allowing for deep and lasting healing. By using these techniques, you can quickly clear karmic blockages and step into your full potential. This is not a miracle fix. It requires work. These include EFT, emotional freedom techniques, tapping on specific acupressure points to release emotional blockages. Ho'oponopono, a Hawaiian forgiveness prayer for clearing karmic debts. Past life regression, exploring past life memories through guided meditation or hypnosis. And cord cutting, severing energetic ties to people, places, or events that are draining your energy. What results can you expect? EFT can help release limiting beliefs and emotional traumas. Ho'oponopono can help forgive yourself and others for past mistakes. Past life regression can help uncover the root causes of your current challenges. And cord cutting can help break free from toxic relationships and unhealthy attachments. Think back to the chosen one in the quick story. EFT tapping is what they use to eliminate it, changing their perspective for the better. Using those quick techniques can really help, but what is the one karmic secret that we need to be aware of? Forget everything you thought you knew about karma. The ultimate karmic secret is that you have the power to create your own destiny, regardless of your past. Remember this always. Karma is not a fixed fate, but a dynamic system that responds to your thoughts, feelings, and actions. You are not a victim of your past, but a co-creator of your future. You can rewrite your karmic narrative and create a life filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment by making conscious choices, embracing your power, and aligning with your divine purpose. You are the writer of your destiny, so start writing something good. There are countless stories of individuals who overcame challenging circumstances and created extraordinary lives. Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison, emerged to become a symbol of forgiveness and reconciliation. Malala Yousafzai, who was shot for advocating for girls' education, became a global champion for human rights. And Stephen Hawking, who battled ALS for decades, made groundbreaking contributions to our understanding of the universe. What will you do? Type destiny to affirm this secret. We must move onward. Now that you know you can take control of your life, let's transition to the outro. What if the universe operates like a cosmic bank, meticulously tracking your karmic debts and credits? How does this balance sheet dictate your current reality? You might be surprised. Karmic debts and credits are the cumulative consequences of your actions across lifetimes, creating a cosmic balance sheet that influences your present circumstances. Think of it as an energetic ledger where positive actions, acts of service, and lessons learned in past lives create blessings and opportunities in the present, while unresolved issues, negative patterns, or harm caused to others in past lives create challenges. Imagine that every thought, every deed, and every intention adds to or subtracts from your karmic account. Understanding your karmic balance sheet can help you identify areas where you need to make amends or leverage your strengths, bringing greater harmony and fulfillment to your life. So how might these debts and credits manifest? A chronic illness could be the result of harming others' bodies in a past life, creating a karmic debt that must be repaid through suffering and healing in this lifetime. On the other hand, a natural musical talent could be a karmic credit, a reward for rigorous training and dedication in a past life. Are you drawn to something without knowing why? What are your natural talents? What challenges keep reoccurring? The answers to these questions may lie within your karmic balance sheet. So we all have debts and credits. What steps can you take right now to start paying off those karmic debts and increasing your karmic credits? Next, you can take control of your karmic balance sheet and start paying off your energetic debts today. The universe loves when we start balancing the books. Remember that settling karmic debts starts with acknowledging your actions. Identify the specific actions or patterns that created the debt. This involves honest self-reflection and a willingness to take responsibility for your past mistakes. Then, make amends. If possible, apologize to those you have harmed and take steps to repair the damage. Change your behavior by consciously choosing different actions and responses in the present, breaking free from old patterns and creating new, positive ones. Practice forgiveness, forgiving yourself and others for past mistakes, releasing the burden of resentment and anger. And finally, serve others, dedicating your time, energy, and resources to helping those in need. Let's make this concrete. If you cheated someone in a past life, make an effort to be honest and ethical in your current dealings, building trust and integrity in your relationships. If you were abusive in a past life, dedicate yourself to being a loving and supportive partner, creating a safe and nurturing environment for your loved ones. Or volunteer time and money to help people who are in need of your assistance, contributing to the well-being of others. These actions are payments toward energetic balance. Taking action is essential, but so is shifting your perspective, and that involves shadow work. What if your shadow self, the dark and disowned aspects of your personality, is actually driving your karmic patterns and keeping you stuck in repeating cycles? Think about it. Shadow karma refers to the karmic consequences of denying, suppressing, or projecting your shadow self onto others. Your shadow self contains all the traits, emotions, and experiences that you have deemed unacceptable or undesirable, hidden away in the depths of your subconscious. By denying these aspects of yourself, you create an internal conflict that manifests as negative patterns in your life. Integrating your shadow self is essential for breaking free from repeating cycles of suffering and achieving wholeness. It's like shining a light into the darkest corners of your soul, reclaiming the parts of yourself that you have disowned. Here's how. Start by identifying your triggers. What situations or people tend to evoke strong negative emotions in you? Explore your projections. What qualities do you dislike or judge in others? This is often a reflection of your own disowned traits. Own your disowned traits. Acknowledge and accept the parts of yourself that you have been hiding, embracing your imperfections and vulnerabilities. And practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, even when you make mistakes. Let's say a chosen one realizes that they look down on poor people due to their upbringing. That's shadow work. So they decide to volunteer at a homeless shelter, which changes their perspective for the better. That's how you change the energy. Shadow work is deep, intense work. What happens when this shadow work affects our relationships? How does that play out? This is very, very important. Relationships can be tough, especially when karmic issues are involved. But what if those challenges are actually opportunities for profound soul growth? This may change everything. The karmic crucible refers to the intense and transformative experiences that occur within relationships, forcing us to confront our deepest fears, heal our wounds, and evolve into higher versions of ourselves. These challenges are not random, but divinely orchestrated to help us learn valuable lessons and break free from limiting patterns. It's like being placed in a pressure cooker, where the heat and intensity force us to grow and evolve. By embracing the challenges and working through them with compassion, honesty, and vulnerability, we can create stronger, more authentic, and more fulfilling relationships. Consider these common relationship challenges that can serve as karmic crucibles. Communication problems, learning to express your needs and listen to others with empathy. Trust issues, healing past betrayals and cultivating a sense of safety and security. Power struggles, balancing your needs with the needs of your partner and creating a sense of equality. Loss and grief, learning to cope with the inevitable losses that occur in relationships and finding strength in vulnerability. These are opportunities to rewrite your karmic narrative. So those crucibles can be challenging. How do we know what lessons we're supposed to be learning from these interactions? Listen closely. Feeling like you're constantly repeating the same mistakes? There's a karmic curriculum designed specifically for you. It's time to decode it. This is for you. Each individual has a unique karmic curriculum, a set of specific lessons they are meant to master in this lifetime, based on their past life experiences and soul contracts. These lessons are not punishments, but rather opportunities for growth, healing, and evolution. Think of it as a personalized course of study designed to help you reach your full potential. By identifying and embracing these lessons, you can accelerate your spiritual journey and create a life filled with purpose and meaning. It's time to ace this exam. How do we discover this curriculum? Reflect on recurring patterns. What challenges, relationships, or situations keep showing up in your life? Identify your core values. What is most important to you? Explore your passions. What activities or subjects do you feel naturally drawn to? Connect with your intuition. What feels right? What resonates with your soul? Seek guidance. Consult with a trusted friend, mentor, or spiritual advisor. For a quick tip, write a letter to yourself from a past life. What does it say? What lessons does it want you to know? With this roadmap in place, it's time to take these lessons and start doing. What's our plan? Your destiny awaits. You've uncovered incredible insights about your past. Now it's time to create your karmic action plan and take these steps right now to claim your ideal destiny. Your time is now. This is your action plan. Forgive yourself and others for all perceived and real wrongdoings. Release the limiting beliefs that you are not good enough. Set a timer for 5 minutes per day of introspection. Get back in touch with one family member you've been avoiding, and practice gratitude so you can feel abundance in what you already have. For example, tonight, before you go to sleep, reflect on one recurring pattern in your life and ask yourself what lesson you are meant to learn. Tomorrow morning, write down 3 things you are grateful for and 3 things you want to create in your life. And this week, take one small step towards fulfilling your dreams, such as researching a new career, signing up for a class, or reaching out to someone who inspires you. Each of these actions moves you toward your true calling. There's something very important we have to leave with. Let's make the final transition into the outro. What if you could access a cosmic library containing every thought, feeling, and experience of your soul across all lifetimes? Prepare to enter the karmic Akashic records. This sparks immense curiosity and suggests access to profound knowledge. The Akashic records are a universal database, holding a complete record of every soul's journey. Past lives, karmic patterns, future possibilities, it's all there. Accessing these records can provide valuable insights into your soul's purpose, helping you understand your current challenges and guiding you toward your highest potential. But understand, chosen ones, that accessing the Akashic records requires a clear intention, a respectful approach, and a willingness to receive guidance. It's not a casual peek. It's a sacred journey into the heart of your soul's history. Are you ready to take that journey? There are several methods for accessing the Akashic records, but results may vary, and not all methods are suitable for everyone. Some chosen ones prefer Akashic records readings, consulting with a trained practitioner who can access the records on your behalf. This is like hiring a skilled librarian to navigate a vast collection and retrieve the information you need. Others may choose guided meditation, using guided visualizations to connect with the records themselves. Dreamwork is another avenue, paying close attention to recurring symbols and themes in your dreams, the language of your soul. A chosen one once had it read and realized they were destined to create a non-profit organization. They'd been struggling to find their purpose, but the Akashic records revealed a deep-seated karmic connection to helping underserved communities. That's the power of this library. So, you have all this information. How do you get ready to actually go in there? Entering the karmic Akashic records unprepared can be overwhelming or even detrimental. Before you begin, you must clear your energy and raise your vibration. This message is not for the faint of heart, as it delves into the deepest recesses of your soul. Accessing the Akashic records requires a clear and balanced energetic state. Release any negative emotions, such as fear, anxiety, or anger. Forgive yourself and others for past mistakes. Set a clear intention for your journey, and raise your vibration through meditation, prayer, or spending time in nature. Think of it like preparing a vessel to receive divine light. You must cleanse it of impurities and attune it to the right frequency. This is essential for a safe and meaningful experience. There are specific techniques for clearing blocks and raising your vibration. Smudging with sage or Palo Santo is an ancient practice that helps to clear negative energy from your space and aura. Using crystals to balance your energy can also be beneficial, as each crystal vibrates at a unique frequency that can harmonize your energy field. Practicing deep breathing exercises can calm your mind and center your energy. Listening to uplifting music can raise your vibration and fill you with positive emotions. Reciting positive affirmations can reprogram your subconscious mind and create a more positive outlook. Each of these practices helps to prepare you for your journey into the Akashic records. So now you have cleared the blocks. What boundaries need to be set when we enter? Next, the Akashic realm contains a vast amount of information, not all of which is relevant or beneficial to you. It's crucial to set energetic boundaries to protect yourself from unwanted influences. This is spiritual warfare, chosen ones. Be ready. It's important to set clear intentions and boundaries before entering the Akashic records. Visualize a protective shield of light surrounding you, deflecting any unwanted energies or influences. State your intention to access only information that is aligned with your highest good, filtering out anything that is not in your best interest. Trust your intuition and be prepared to withdraw if you feel overwhelmed or uncomfortable. You are in control of your experience, and you have the power to protect yourself. Remember, you are a warrior of light. Here are specific examples of how to set energetic boundaries. Before beginning, declare, I only access information that is relevant to my soul's growth and healing. Throughout the experience, affirm, I am protected from any negative energy or influences. And trust yourself by declaring, I trust my intuition and will withdraw if I feel uncomfortable. A chosen one was once exploring their Akashic records when they noticed a demonic figure lurking in the shadows. They immediately strengthened their protective shield, and the figure vanished. That's the power of setting boundaries. Type protected in the comment to affirm your own divine protection. So now you're in the Akashic records. What are the first things we should be looking for? Let's explore. Once you've entered the karmic Akashic records, how do you find what you're looking for? Here's how to identify key karmic markers that will illuminate your path. This is like learning to read a map of your soul. When navigating the Akashic records, there are several key things to look for. Pay attention to recurring symbols, images, or themes that appear in your readings or visualizations, as these often represent significant karmic patterns or lessons. Notice any emotions that arise strongly, such as joy, sadness, fear, or anger, as these can indicate unresolved issues or past life traumas. Focus on relationships that have had a profound impact on your life, as these often hold important karmic connections. And keep an eye out for repeating numbers that may hold special significance, synchronicities guiding you. Are you starting to see the patterns in your chart? Here are some example questions to ask while navigating the Akashic records. What is my soul's purpose in this lifetime? What lessons am I meant to learn? What karmic patterns are holding me back? How can I heal my past and create a better future? These questions can help you to focus your exploration and gain valuable insights. Remember, you are not just passively receiving information, you are actively co-creating your reality. All of that sounds like we're reading our chart. What are some hidden things we can find in there? What if you possess hidden talents and abilities from past lives waiting to be awakened? The Akashic records can help you unlock these dormant gifts. Get ready for a divine revelation. The Akashic records can reveal talents and abilities you developed in past lives that are now dormant, waiting to be reawakened and utilized in your current life. These talents may manifest as natural inclinations, strong interests, or a sense of familiarity with certain skills or activities. It's like uncovering a hidden treasure within yourself, a potential that has been waiting for the right moment to emerge. Are you ready to claim your inheritance? These are a few examples of talents from past lives. Musical abilities, the ability to play an instrument or sing beautifully, may be a sign that you were a musician in a past life. Artistic skills, the ability to paint, sculpt, or draw with ease, may indicate a past life as an artist. Healing abilities, a natural aptitude for medicine, therapy, or energy work, may suggest a past life as a healer. Leadership skills, the ability to inspire, motivate, and guide others, may point to a past life as a leader or teacher. Take heart, chosen ones, your hidden talents are waiting to be discovered. So, the Akashic records can tell us what our gifts are. What if we use those gifts to heal others, based on what we see? You can not only heal yourself through the Akashic records, but you can also release others from karmic ties and debts that bind them to your shared past. This is the power of divine connection, and it's available to you right now. Through the Akashic records, you can gain insights into the karmic connections you have with others and take steps to heal those relationships. Visualize yourself sending love, forgiveness, and compassion to those you have harmed or been harmed by in past lives. Release any feelings of resentment, anger, or bitterness. Affirm your intention to create a more positive and harmonious relationship in the present. This is an act of divine service, chosen ones. A chosen one once connected with someone in their life through the Akashic records and realized they had stolen money from them in a past life. Filled with remorse, they dedicated their time to helping them in their current life, volunteering to assist them in their business. This act of selfless service released the karmic cord that bound them, creating a new foundation of trust and respect. Isn't that incredible? As we traverse these Akashic records, what happens when we meet those contract killers? What if the souls who seem determined to sabotage your life are actually fulfilling a twisted karmic contract, harming themselves in the process? This is a shocking truth that will change your perspective forever. In the Akashic records, you may identify certain souls who have played the role of karmic assassins in multiple lifetimes, consistently appearing as obstacles or adversaries. These souls may be bound by their own limiting beliefs or past life traumas, trapped in a cycle of negativity and destruction. They are not your enemies, but rather souls in need of healing and redemption. Are you ready to extend compassion to those who have caused you pain? Here are a few tips for dealing with karmic assassins identified in the Akashic records. Forgive them for their actions, recognizing that they are acting out of their own pain and unresolved issues. Set firm boundaries to protect yourself from their negative energy. Send them love and compassion, even if they are unable to reciprocate. Remember, you are not responsible for their actions, but you can choose to respond with love and forgiveness. In doing so, you begin to cut the karmic cords that bind you both. So you are freeing this karmic assassin from this role. Now, let's use them to help ascend. Even your most challenging, karmic assassins can serve as catalysts for your spiritual ascension, pushing you to transcend your limitations and embrace your full potential. What seems like a curse can be a blessing in disguise. By understanding the karmic dynamics at play, you can reframe these challenging relationships as opportunities for growth and transformation. They force you to develop greater self-awareness, resilience, and compassion. They help you identify and release limiting beliefs and patterns. They push you to step into your power and claim your divine destiny. You see, your ascent isn't just about your healing. It's also about the transformation of everyone connected to you. What did you learn from this? How can we forgive and love? Remember to take this into the outro. What we're about to find out next will stun you. What if you could detach from your current struggles and observe your life from the perspective of your higher self, gaining profound insights into your karmic path? This isn't just about passive observation. It's about unlocking a higher level of understanding and control. The karmic witness is your higher self, a detached observer who has a broader understanding of your soul's journey across lifetimes. It's the part of you that exists beyond the limitations of your current physical body and personality, holding a complete record of your karmic history, lessons learned, and future possibilities. By connecting with your karmic witness, you can gain clarity about your karmic patterns, understand the lessons you are meant to learn, and make choices that align with your soul's purpose. Think of it as accessing a divine GPS, guiding you toward your ultimate destination. Without it, you're just driving around aimlessly. How do you connect? Meditation is one portal. Visualize yourself stepping outside of your body and observing your life from a distance. What do you see? What patterns emerge? Journaling is another. Ask your higher self questions and write down the answers that come to you. Don't censor yourself. Let the words flow freely. Dreamwork provides insights. Pay attention to recurring symbols and themes in your dreams, as these often carry messages from your higher self. A chosen one visualizes their higher self watching from above and is confused why they continue to enter bad relationships. This is a powerful first step because it forces them to face the fact that it is a repeating pattern that they need to learn from. What patterns do you see in your life? By accessing this vantage point, we are one step closer to truly understanding. How do we ensure that the lessons we learn stay with us forever? What if you could create a karmic time capsule, encoding the lessons you've learned in this lifetime to benefit your future incarnations? It sounds like science fiction, but it's a very real possibility. A karmic time capsule is a way to consciously transmit wisdom and insights to your future selves. It's a symbolic container that holds the essence of your experiences, the lessons you've learned, and the wisdom you've gained. This can be done through various methods, such as writing a letter to your future self, creating a piece of art, or performing a symbolic ritual. Think of it as planting seeds of wisdom that will blossom in future lifetimes, ensuring that you don't have to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. For example, write a letter describing the challenges you overcame and the lessons you learned. Be specific and honest, sharing your vulnerabilities and your triumphs. Create a piece of art that symbolizes your journey and the wisdom you gained. This could be a painting, a sculpture, a poem, or a song. Perform a ritual to release limiting beliefs and affirm your intentions for the future. This could involve burning a piece of paper with your limiting beliefs written on it, or planting a seed as a symbol of new beginnings. The chosen one in our example creates a symbol that represents their growth in relationships, a heart inside a cage that slowly opens up. This can help their next incarnation can feel their progress and understand they are worthy of love. Encoding these lessons is essential. What is the most critical piece, though, that we need to leave for our future self? What kind of legacy do you want to leave on the karmic tapestry of existence? How will your actions in this lifetime ripple through eternity? Your karmic legacy is not just about what you achieve in this lifetime. It's about the impact you have on the world and the lives of others across all lifetimes. Your karmic legacy is the sum total of your actions, thoughts, and intentions across all lifetimes, shaping your soul's evolution and influencing the lives of others. It's the ripple effect of your choices, creating waves of either positivity or negativity that spread throughout eternity. You have the power to create a positive and meaningful legacy by living with intention, compassion, and integrity. It's like writing a story with your life, a story that will be read and reread for generations to come. What story do you want to tell? To create a positive karmic legacy, live with purpose, identify your values, and align your actions with your beliefs. What are you passionate about? What do you want to stand for? Serve others. Use your gifts and talents to make a positive impact on the world. How can you help those in need? How can you make a difference? Practice forgiveness. Release any anger, resentment, or bitterness. Forgiveness is not just about letting go of the past. It's about freeing yourself from its grip. Cultivate love and compassion. Treat yourself and others with kindness and understanding. Love is the most powerful force in the universe, and it has the ability to heal all wounds. Our chosen one wants to show that love triumphs everything. What do we want to show? As you can see, what we do now matters for all eternity. So where do we begin implementing all of this? The future is not predetermined. You can see the present with actions that will blossom into a beautiful karmic destiny. Here's how to start right now. This is not a passive process. It requires conscious effort and unwavering commitment. Here are actionable steps that tie together all of the concepts we've discussed. Forgive someone that is difficult to forgive. This could be a family member, a friend, or even yourself. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, releasing you from the burden of resentment. Start meditating for 5 minutes per day. Meditation is a powerful tool for connecting with your higher self and gaining clarity about your karmic path. Give back to a community that you're passionate about. This could involve volunteering your time, donating money, or simply offering your support. Service is a way of creating positive karma and making a difference in the world. Journal the recurring themes you see in relationships. Relationships are mirrors that reflect our unresolved issues and karmic patterns. Declare, I am worthy of a beautiful destiny. Your words have power, and affirmations can help you manifest your desires. What action will you take right now? Comment below, chosen ones, but we are not quite done with the mysteries. Next, we will explore some numerical codes that are crucial to understanding your past life. Have you ever wondered why you're drawn to some family members and repelled by others? Your karmic family tree holds the answer, revealing hidden soul contracts and past life connections. This isn't just about genealogy. It's about understanding the intricate web of souls woven together across lifetimes. Your karmic family tree is a visual representation of your soul's connections to your biological family across multiple lifetimes. It's more than just names and dates. It's a map of your soul's journey, revealing the karmic debts and gifts you share with your family members. This tree includes not just your immediate family, but also ancestors, distant relatives, and even individuals who have played significant roles in your past lives, perhaps a childhood friend or a teacher that stood out. By understanding your karmic family tree, you can gain valuable insights into your current relationship dynamics, recurring patterns, and unresolved karmic issues. Think of it as a blueprint of your soul's history with these people, a history that stretches far beyond this single lifetime. What secrets does it hold? How do you create your own karmic family tree? Start with your immediate family and extend outwards, including anyone you feel a strong connection to, whether positive or negative. Research your family history to uncover potential past life connections or recurring patterns. Pay attention to your intuition and record any insights or feelings that arise. What names keep popping up? What stories resonate with you? Consider that a great-aunt who died young of a mysterious illness may have unfinished business that continues to affect the family dynamic. Draw it out and watch the patterns become clear. So now that you have this tree, what do we do with it? Next, let's see what you may have inherited. Could your current struggles be the result of karmic inheritance, unresolved issues and traumas passed down through your ancestral line, burdening you with their pain? This is a heavy question, but it's essential to consider. Are you living your own life, or are you acting out patterns that were set in motion generations ago? Karmic inheritance is the transmission of unresolved karmic patterns, limiting beliefs, and emotional traumas from ancestors to their descendants. It's like carrying a backpack filled with the emotional baggage of your ancestors, baggage that you didn't even pack yourself. These inherited burdens can manifest as physical ailments, mental health issues, relationship problems, or financial struggles. You might find yourself repeating the same mistakes as your parents or grandparents, even though you consciously try to avoid them. This happens because these patterns are encoded in your DNA, passed down through your genes. The untold stories of your ancestors live on within you, influencing your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. How might karmic inheritance manifest in your life? Look for patterns. Is there a family history of addiction, recurring patterns of abuse or neglect, financial instability or poverty, chronic illness or mental health issues? What family stories are told over and over again? These are hints. Perhaps your family always tells the story of the great-grandfather who lost everything in the stock market. This could indicate a family pattern of fear around money and risk-taking. Or maybe your family always talks about the grandmother who was abandoned by her husband. This could indicate a family pattern of relationship betrayal. What burdens are you carrying that aren't even yours? So how do we work through all this? It can feel like it's too much to deal with. You can break free from the chains of karmic inheritance and heal your family line. It's time to become a karmic chain breaker. Your ancestors may have been trapped by their circumstances, but you don't have to be. You have the power to rewrite your family's story and create a more positive future. Here are actionable steps for healing your karmic family line. Acknowledge your ancestors, honor their struggles and sacrifices. They did the best they could with what they had. Identify inherited patterns. What negative patterns do you see repeating in your family? Forgive your ancestors. Release any anger, resentment, or bitterness. They were also victims of their own karmic inheritance. Heal your own wounds. Address any unresolved traumas or limiting beliefs. You can't heal your family line until you heal yourself. Create a new legacy. Consciously choose to create a more positive and empowering future for your descendants. If you are following in a pattern of abuse, dedicate yourself to becoming a kind and loving person. Seek therapy, attend support groups, and learn healthy communication skills. If you are following in a pattern of addiction, seek treatment and recovery. Attend AA meetings, work with a therapist, and surround yourself with supportive people. Create an altar to honor them as well. Light candles, offer flowers, and speak to them with love and compassion. This is a way of acknowledging their struggles and sending them healing energy. Remember, you are not alone in this. Your ancestors are with you, cheering you on. This can be extremely difficult and trying, so what mindset can help us succeed? What if the pain and suffering in your family history could be transformed into golden opportunities for growth, healing, and abundance? This isn't just wishful thinking. It's the alchemical power of transformation. You have the potential to turn lead into gold, turning your family's pain into something beautiful and meaningful. See it as a path to discover and refine untapped potentials. Embrace the challenges and see them as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. By transforming your family's pain, you can create a ripple effect of healing that extends to future generations. You can rewrite your family's story, turning a legacy of suffering into a legacy of triumph, taking inherited talents and skills and making them your own. Perhaps you inherited a talent for music from your grandmother, but she never had the opportunity to pursue her dreams. You can honor her by developing your musical abilities and sharing them with the world. You can make something positive out of a negative trait. Maybe you inherited a tendency towards anger from your father. You can learn to manage your anger in healthy ways and use your passion to advocate for justice. What pain can you turn into power? The time has come to unlock that divine purpose. Let's discover what that really means. You were born into this family for a reason. Your family history, with all its challenges and triumphs, is intricately linked to your divine destiny and spiritual ascension. It's not a coincidence that you ended up in this particular family. Your soul chose this family because it knew that these relationships would provide the perfect opportunities for growth, learning, and healing. Emphasize that these relationships are not random, but divinely orchestrated to help you fulfill your purpose. Your family members are your karmic mirrors, reflecting back to you your own unresolved issues and wounds. They are also your greatest teachers, guiding you towards greater self-awareness and spiritual growth. It is through your relationships with your family that you learn about love, forgiveness, compassion, and acceptance. They are pushing you whether you know it or not. Reflect on the core values that your family has instilled in you. What lessons were difficult to understand at the time, but make more sense now? Perhaps your family taught you the importance of hard work, perseverance, or resilience. Or maybe they taught you the importance of family, community, or service. Even the difficult lessons can be valuable, teaching you about boundaries, self-respect, and the importance of standing up for yourself. What is it all for? The only way to honor that destiny is to move towards it today. So what's our action plan? Your destiny isn't written in stone. You have the power to rewrite your karmic narrative starting now. Take these 5 immediate actions to begin altering your path and claiming your ideal future. The choices you make today will determine the course of your life, not just in this lifetime, but in future lifetimes as well. Identify one negative family pattern and commit to breaking it. Reach out to a family member you have a difficult relationship with and offer forgiveness. Spend some time in nature, connecting with the earth and your ancestors. Write a letter to your future self, outlining your goals and intentions for your karmic journey. Take a deep breath and tell yourself, "My karmic destiny begins now." Type "destiny" in the comments, chosen ones. And in our next video, we'll uncover the numerical codes that hold the keys to unlocking even deeper karmic secrets that are in your past. What if certain people are unknowingly draining your energy, acting as karmic vampires or parasites feeding off your life force and hindering your spiritual growth? It's a frightening thought, isn't it? But it's essential to recognize these energetic drains to protect yourself and fulfill your divine purpose. Karmic vampires and parasites are individuals with whom you have unresolved karmic ties, leading them to unconsciously or consciously drain your energy, vitality, and resources. This draining isn't always malicious. Sometimes it stems from their own pain, insecurity, or a deep-seated need for validation. They might be motivated by jealousy, always comparing themselves to you and secretly resenting your success. Or they could be driven by a desperate need for attention, constantly seeking your validation and approval. Regardless of their motivations, the effect is the same. They leave you feeling depleted, exhausted, and unable to focus on your own goals. Protecting your energy from these influences is non-negotiable, chosen one. It's essential for maintaining your well-being and fulfilling your destiny. If you allow these vampires to feed on your light, you will dim. How might these karmic vampires and parasites manifest in your life? Think about that friend who constantly complains and seeks your validation but never reciprocates. You know the one. They call you with endless problems, sucking up your time and energy, but when you need a shoulder to lean on, they're nowhere to be found. Or perhaps it's a family member who is always asking for money or favors but never repays them. They might guilt you into helping, playing on your sense of obligation, but never taking responsibility for their own actions. Then there is the romantic partner who is emotionally manipulative and controlling, constantly criticizing you and undermining your self-esteem, leaving you feeling trapped and powerless. I once consulted a chosen one constantly drained by someone they worked with. After doing a past life regression, she realized they were around that person due to a past life vow of servitude, and the parasite was unknowingly trying to keep them in this place. The second that vow was recognized, the connection started to dissipate. You don't have to be a victim of energetic vampires. You can create an energetic shield to protect your aura from negative influences and reclaim your power. This is your birthright, chosen ones. The first thing we're going to do is prepare your shield. There are very effective techniques for creating an energetic shield. Let's start with visualization. Imagine a bubble of white light surrounding you, deflecting any negative energy. See this light as impenetrable, a force field that protects you from harm. Feel the warmth and power of this light, knowing that you are safe and secure. You can also utilize crystals. Carry or wear crystals known for their protective properties, such as black tourmaline or amethyst. Black tourmaline is like a vacuum cleaner for negative energy, sucking up any unwanted vibrations. Amethyst, on the other hand, transmutes negative energy into positive energy, creating a shield of peace and tranquility. Smudging is another simple solution. Cleanse your aura with sage or Palo Santo. Light the sage or Palo Santo and allow the smoke to envelop your body, clearing away any stagnant or negative energy. As the smoke rises, visualize it carrying away any negativity, leaving you feeling refreshed and renewed. Lastly, affirmations are a must. Recite affirmations that reinforce your strength, resilience, and energetic sovereignty. I am strong, I am protected, I am sovereign, my energy is my own. Affirm these truths daily and watch your energetic shield grow stronger. Imagine yourself surrounded by a shield of mirrors, reflecting negative energy back to its source. Anyone who tries to project negativity onto you will only see their own darkness reflected back at them. Hold a piece of black tourmaline in your hand and visualize it absorbing any negative energy in your environment. Feel the crystal working its magic, cleansing your aura and protecting you from harm. Type protected if you are feeling this shield going up. So these shields are up, but what if they are people who are actually in our home? Let's take a look. Your home is a reflection of your inner world. If you're feeling stagnant, drained, or overwhelmed, it may be time for an energetic home clearing to release karmic residue and create a sanctuary of peace. Think of your home as a sponge, absorbing the energy of everything that happens within its walls. Your home can absorb and retain energetic imprints from past events, relationships, and emotions, creating a heavy or negative atmosphere. Arguments, traumas, and even everyday stress can leave their mark on your living space, creating a sense of unease and discomfort. Over time, this energetic residue can accumulate, affecting your mood, your health, and your ability to manifest your desires. Clearing this energetic residue can create a more positive and supportive environment for your well-being, allowing you to feel more relaxed, energized, and inspired in your own home. What techniques can you use? Smudging is a simple one. Burn sage or Palo Santo and allow the smoke to fill every room. Focus on the corners of each room, as this is where stagnant energy tends to accumulate. As you smudge, visualize the smoke carrying away any negativity, leaving your home feeling cleansed and renewed. You can use sound healing as well. Use singing bowls, chimes, or chanting to break up stagnant energy. The vibrations of these sounds can penetrate deep into the walls and furniture, dissolving any energetic blockages. Play sounds that are of high frequency that you resonate with. Salt water is another method. Place bowls of salt water in different areas of your home to absorb negative energy. Salt is a natural purifier, drawing out any unwanted vibrations. Replace the salt water every few days or whenever you feel the energy shifting. And of course, decluttering. Remove any items that are broken, unwanted, or associated with negative memories. Clutter can block the flow of energy in your home, creating a sense of stagnation and overwhelm. Only keep what you love and what brings you joy. I once consulted a chosen one realizes that their home felt heavy after their mom visits, and she implements these techniques to feel better. She also learned to implement better boundaries. This can be a really great way to cleanse it. But what can we take internally to protect ourselves? Just as you detox your body, do you detox your energy? It's time to consider a karmic detox to release energetic toxins from within and create a clear, vibrant aura. Your energy field can become clogged with negative emotions, limiting beliefs, and unresolved traumas, just like your body can become clogged with toxins. The karmic detox can help release energetic toxins, such as negative emotions, limiting beliefs, and unresolved traumas that can accumulate over time. This accumulation can dim your light, block your creativity, and prevent you from attracting abundance. By releasing these toxins, you can create space for positive energy to flow, allowing you to feel more vibrant, empowered, and aligned with your divine purpose. This process requires intention, self-compassion, and a willingness to confront your inner demons. It's not always easy, but it's essential for your spiritual growth and well-being. What are some tangible actions we can take? Journaling, write about your fears, insecurities, and resentments. Get it all out on paper, without judgment or censorship. This can help you to identify and release any negative emotions that you're holding onto. Meditation, visualize yourself releasing negative energy with every breath. See the darkness leaving your body and being replaced with light. Feel the peace and tranquility washing over you. Tapping, tap on specific acupressure points to release emotional blockages. This technique can help you to reprogram your subconscious mind and release any limiting beliefs that are holding you back. You can even do it while listening to this video. Forgiveness, forgive yourself and others for past mistakes. Holding on to anger and resentment only hurts you. Let go of the past and embrace the present. Releasing those toxins will help you shine. Let's explore how to shine like the sun next. Imagine yourself as a karmic sun, radiating positive energy, love, and compassion to all those around you, illuminating their paths and inspiring them to shine their own light. This isn't just a nice thought. It's your potential, chosen one. You have the power to be a beacon of hope, a source of inspiration, and a catalyst for positive change in the world. What actions can take us there? You can radiate positive energy, love, and compassion by practicing gratitude. Focus on the positive aspects of your life and express appreciation for all that you have. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, attracting more abundance into your life. You serve others, use your gifts and talents to make a positive impact on the world. When you give back to others, you not only help them, but you also uplift yourself. You can be kind and compassionate. Treat everyone you meet with kindness, respect, and understanding. Even a small act of kindness can make a big difference in someone's life. Living with integrity, align your actions with your values, and always do what is right. When you live with integrity, you attract positive energy and build trust with others. What will you specifically focus on? What energy will you give off? It's your choice, always. Will you focus on radiating love, compassion, joy, peace, wisdom, or strength? The choice is yours. What are some gifts that you can use to shine? All of these things are important, so it's time to transition. What if the people you encounter every day, your friends, your family, even strangers, are actually karmic mirrors, reflecting aspects of your past lives back to you? It's a thought-provoking idea, isn't it? It frames everyday interactions as profound opportunities for self-discovery that can unlock keys to your destiny. These karmic mirrors are individuals who embody traits, behaviors, or patterns that resonate with your past life experiences, both positive and negative. They are not random occurrences, but divinely orchestrated encounters designed to help you recognize and heal unresolved issues from your past. Think of it like this. The universe is showing you a reflection of what you need to work on. These mirrors aren't meant to torture you, chosen one, but to guide you. By observing and understanding these reflections, you can gain valuable insights into your soul's journey and accelerate your spiritual growth. It's like having a cosmic cheat sheet to your own personal development. This is what they don't want you to know, because when you take control of your past, you control your future. How might these karmic mirrors manifest in your life? Someone who triggers a strong emotional reaction in you may be reflecting a past life relationship where you experienced similar emotions. Perhaps there's someone in your life that makes you inexplicably angry or sad. That person might be embodying a role that you are all too familiar with. Someone who possesses a talent or skill that you admire may be reflecting a past life ability that you have forgotten. Have you ever met someone and been envious of their skills? It may be the universe showing you what you were once great at. Someone who embodies a trait that you dislike or judge may be reflecting a disowned aspect of yourself. What is it that you hate about yourself? Because that trait could be showing up in those around you, I consulted a chosen one who struggled with weight for a long time, while their mom has always been skinny. Over time, they realized it was because they'd always wanted to be accepted by her. Her mom was a karmic mirror, reflecting back insecurities. Once the insecurity was addressed, things shifted. Recognizing these karmic mirrors is the first step. But how do we make sure that we are not a bad reflection to others? What if you are unknowingly acting as a karmic mirror for someone else, reflecting their past life traumas and triggering their unresolved wounds? This is a challenging question, chosen one, but a necessary one. It shifts the focus from external influences to personal accountability, forcing us to examine our own actions. It is imperative that we take responsibility for the energy we bring into our interactions with others. Our words, actions, and behaviors can have a profound impact on those around us, particularly if they are carrying unresolved karmic baggage. Imagine that everyone around you is carrying a heavy backpack. You don't want to be the one to add more weight. By being mindful of your energy and acting with compassion, you can avoid triggering others and instead offer them support and healing. This requires constant vigilance and a commitment to self-awareness. Being careless with your energy can cause pain, even if it isn't intentional. Be mindful of your words and avoid making judgments or criticisms that could trigger someone's insecurities. The words you use can cut deep, reminding others of past wounds. Be aware of your energy and avoid bringing negativity or drama into your interactions. Your mood can be contagious, so strive to be a source of positivity. Be empathetic and compassionate, offering support and understanding to those who are struggling. Everyone is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. Practice active listening, giving others your undivided attention and validating their feelings. You never know who needs a friend. By following these key pointers, we're doing our part to not only make ourselves better, but those around us too. Being a karmic mirror can mean reflecting back a lot of tough things. How do we break the cycle and end the reflection? Imagine being trapped in a hall of mirrors, surrounded by distorted reflections of yourself and others. The confusion, the frustration, the inability to discern reality, it can be overwhelming. How do you break free from this illusion and see the truth? This is the challenge we face when dealing with unresolved karmic patterns. To break free from this hall of mirrors, we must first recognize the distortion. Acknowledge that the reflections you are seeing are not accurate representations of reality. They are filtered through the lens of past traumas, limiting beliefs, and unresolved emotions. Seek clarity by taking time for introspection and self-reflection to gain a clearer understanding of yourself and others. Journaling, meditation, and spending time in nature can help you to connect with your inner wisdom. Challenge your perceptions, questioning your assumptions and biases. Are you seeing the situation objectively, or are you projecting your own fears and insecurities onto others? Embrace compassion, offering kindness and understanding to yourself and others, even when you disagree. Remember that everyone is doing the best they can with what they have. Focus on authenticity, striving to be genuine and authentic in your interactions. Don't try to be someone you're not. Let your true self shine through. I worked with a chosen one who was always in conflict with someone, and all they were seeing were the bad things. Eventually, they started to show love and compassion, and the conflict dissolved. It's as simple as a change of heart. After those realizations, where can we really start to make progress? What area of our lives needs to change? What if you could become a karmic magnet, attracting your ideal relationships, opportunities, and experiences by aligning with your soul's purpose? This isn't a pipe dream, chosen one, but a real possibility. By understanding and resolving your karmic patterns, you can transform your life and create a future filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. How do we become a karmic magnet? By clearing your energy, releasing any negative emotions, limiting beliefs, or unresolved traumas that are blocking your abundance. These blockages can prevent you from attracting the things you desire. Set clear intentions, defining your goals and desires with clarity and purpose. What do you want to achieve in your life? What kind of relationships do you want to attract? Aligning with your values, living in accordance with your values and beliefs. Don't compromise your integrity for anything. Take inspired action, following your intuition and taking steps that feel aligned with your goals. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. Practice gratitude, focusing on the positive aspects of your life and expressing appreciation for all that you have. Gratitude is a powerful magnet for abundance. What kind of magnet do you want to be? What do you want to attract? This is the question you have to ask yourself. You are in control, remember that, so you're living the life you want. How can we take the new you and integrate it with the past? Imagine your life as a beautiful tapestry, where your past, present, and future are seamlessly interwoven into a harmonious whole. It's time for karmic integration, chosen one, to embrace all aspects of yourself and create a life that is truly aligned with your soul's purpose. This integration is the key to unlocking your full potential and fulfilling your divine destiny. We can achieve karmic integration by acknowledging your past, recognizing that your past experiences have shaped you into who you are today. Don't deny your history, embrace it. Embrace your present, living fully in the present moment, savoring each experience and appreciating the beauty that surrounds you. The past is the past, and the future is what you make it. Create your future, taking conscious steps to create a future that is aligned with your values and beliefs. You are the architect of your own destiny. How have your past mistakes made you who you are? What are you doing today to build the life you desire? These are the questions you have to ask yourself in order to move forward and integrate your karma. Write in the comments your integration. You've identified karmic connections, faced karmic attackers, and glimpsed past lives. Now, how do you weave all those threads together into a beautiful tapestry? It's not enough to simply know about these connections. You must actively integrate them into your present-day life. This is where the magic truly happens, chosen one, as you transform from a passive observer into a conscious creator of your own destiny. Think of yourself as the karmic web weaver, skillfully interlacing the threads of your past, present, and future. This weaving process requires a deep understanding that every relationship, every challenge, and every triumph holds a unique purpose in your soul's evolution. You are not merely a puppet of fate, but an active participant in shaping the masterpiece that is your life. The web weaver understands that every encounter, no matter how seemingly insignificant, has the potential to unlock hidden lessons and accelerate your spiritual growth. This is what they don't want you to realize. You have complete control. This weaving process involves several key steps. First, you must recognize recurring patterns in your relationships and experiences, identifying the karmic themes that continue to surface in your life. Are you constantly attracting the same type of partner? Do you find yourself repeating similar mistakes? These patterns are clues, revealing unresolved issues from your past lives that are seeking resolution in the present. Next, you must release old wounds and forgive those who have wronged you, both in this life and in past lives. Holding on to resentment and anger only perpetuates the cycle of karma, keeping you trapped in a web of negativity. Finally, you must embrace the lessons learned along the way, integrating them into your present-day life. Each challenge is an opportunity for growth, and each triumph is a testament to your resilience and strength. As a karmic web weaver, you transform every experience into a stepping stone on your path to enlightenment. Take your contract killers. What talents did they bring out? Perhaps they forced you to be more resilient or to stand up for yourself. Think about your talents. Did your family help you find them? A lot of times, those closest to you can have an affect on you, both good and bad. Does all of this light a fire within you? Because it should. Have we built a web that is leading us on our path? We have to constantly be asking this question. You might have thought that karmic connections and past lives were all about you, but they're also about the world around you. It's time to see what direction they're pointing. The karmic compass point is a guiding lesson that can help you understand where you're going. It's the perfect navigation tool to push you towards a more meaningful destiny. It's what you've been seeking, chosen one. If your family and friends are consistently supporting a certain mission or cause, it could be a sign that it's time for you to explore it further. Perhaps they are reflecting your own hidden desires or reminding you of a path you were meant to follow. Pay attention to what others are telling you. Their words can often provide valuable insights into your own purpose and direction, even if you don't realize it at the time. Find someone that is traveling the path you want to be on and learn what they did to get there. Their experiences can offer invaluable guidance and inspiration, helping you to navigate your own journey with greater clarity and confidence. What communities are you drawn to? These groups can be great points of direction, offering support, encouragement, and a sense of belonging as you pursue your goals. Are you constantly going against the grain? It might be for a reason. What makes it so important? Is this showing us where we are being called? These could all be signs that you are being called to a different path, one that is uniquely yours. Chosen one, you've peeked into your Akashic records. Now it's time to get your Akashic library card and unlock the full potential they hold. This isn't just about casual browsing. It's about gaining access to the complete archive of your soul's journey, unlocking hidden wisdom and untapped potential. A library card unlocks all the potential of the Akashic records. With it, you will unlock even more techniques and ways to heal that you could not imagine. This is the key to gaining a deeper understanding of your karmic patterns and unlocking the secrets to your destiny. Highlight the importance of continued access and continued usage. Like any library card, the Akashic library card requires consistent use and dedication to maintain its validity. The more you delve into your Akashic records, the more insights you will gain and the more you will unlock your potential. This can provide clear steps that you can take. With continued usage, you will develop a clear roadmap for your soul's journey, outlining the specific steps you need to take to heal your karmic wounds and fulfill your divine purpose. How can we do this? Dedicate time each day for access. Make it a daily ritual to connect with your Akashic records, whether through meditation, journaling, or prayer. Pay a professional to get it read. A skilled Akashic records reader can provide valuable insights and guidance, helping you to interpret your records and identify key areas for healing and growth. Learn the keys to open it yourself. There are many resources available to help you learn how to access your Akashic records on your own, empowering you to become your own spiritual guide. How will we utilize it to help our destiny? That is the ultimate question, and it's one only you can answer. Are you ready to make a shift? You have to hit the reset button first. It's time to clear the slate and start fresh, aligning yourself with your true purpose and creating a future filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. This isn't just a superficial change. It's a deep, energetic transformation that will ripple through every aspect of your life. The energetic reset button can be pushed as a hard reset. With each reset, you will be aligned to your true purpose. By clearing out the old, you create space for the new, allowing your true purpose to emerge with greater clarity and power. Past, present, and future will align. With each press, you will let go of any issues that are holding you back. What do we need to implement? A gratitude list. What are you thankful for? A forgiveness list. Who do you need to forgive? A list of those to appreciate. Who do you cherish the most? Are you implementing all of these to ensure you're in the right space? These can help you release the past and embrace the present. You have worked hard to realize what you have. It's time to call yourself a divine masterpiece. This isn't arrogance, chosen one. It's a recognition of your inherent worth and potential. You are a unique expression of the divine, and you deserve to be celebrated. The divine masterpiece is you. With this, you will know that you are loved. You are worthy of love and belonging, and you are never alone. With this, you will know that you have worth. You have unique gifts and talents to offer the world, and your presence makes a difference. Repeat it, shout it, put it in the comments. Do you believe it? Because you should. But what if you struggle to believe in your own divine masterpiece? What if you are having trouble accepting yourself? We will tackle this in the next section. Now, as we reach the culmination of this journey, it's essential to remember that understanding your past lives isn't just about uncovering hidden secrets. It's about empowering your present and unlocking your divine potential. This understanding is the key. We've navigated the labyrinth of karmic connections, confronted the shadows of past traumas, and deciphered the whispers of your soul's journey. We've equipped you with tools to illuminate your path. The past life reflection meditation to gently nudge you back, karmic blueprints through astrology to get that map, karmic numbers to give you the guideposts, and soul contracts to realize your part in it all. Remember these techniques, chosen one, for they are the keys to unlocking the doors that stand between you and your destiny. Synthesize all of this so it becomes your reality. But remember, chosen ones, this exploration of past lives is not solely about what was. It's about who you choose to become in this lifetime. It's about spiritual evolution, soul growth, and the long-term impact of integrating these profound lessons. Creating a fulfilling life, breaking from negative cycles, and making a positive impact on the world around you. This knowledge is meant to propel you forward, not chain you to the past. This journey may have been intense, even frightening at times, as you confronted the echoes of past traumas and karmic attackers. But take heart, chosen one, for you are now equipped to move forward with newfound wisdom and strength. You've stared into the abyss and emerged victorious. Your karmic debts have been paid, and your path is now clear. Embrace the journey you've been on. Acknowledge any fears that you may still be wrestling with. Now, put all of this into practice. And remember, there are no wrong answers in this life. It's okay to stray from the path, to stumble and fall. What matters is that you always have the power to realign with your soul's purpose. Have fun along the way, chosen one. Embrace the adventure of life and trust that you are always guided and supported by the divine. Embrace your power to create your own destiny by taking conscious action in your daily life. Focus on living with love and compassion, speaking your truth, and aligning your actions with your highest values. Your choices shape your reality, chosen one, and you have the power to create a life filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. How has this journey changed you? What's one tool or technique that resonated most deeply with you? And if you believe this video can help others, please share it far and wide. Together, we can awaken the world, one soul at a time. I leave you with this final thought, chosen one. You are a divine being with unlimited potential. Your past lives have shaped you, but they do not define you. Embrace your power, follow your heart, and create a life that is aligned with your soul's purpose. How will you choose to live your life, now that you understand the keys to the karmic codes? Go forth and create your ideal destiny.